Good morning, everybody. How are you today? It's Bruce here. Stock Markets with Bruce. We are live from Creston the last week. It is Tuesday, the day after Labor Day, September the 7th, 2021. Welcome all of you to the show this morning. Uncle Bruce here. We're surrounded, Jennifer and I, we are completely surrounded by boxes. We are beginning ever so little beginning to run out of stuff to pack, almost. Oh my gosh! I tell you, we tackled rooms this weekend that all of you have in your world. These are the areas of your home, apartment, condo, whatever you're in, where you find stuff you haven't looked at for a while, like those boxes that are just tucked in the closet, or they're tucked in the back of the garage, or they're in the basement room that you rarely ever go into, and it just gets more and more packed with stuff. And eventually you reach these boxes and you open them up and go, oh my gosh, we have moved this box 3 times in 15, 20 years. Every time we move, we just move this box to another location, and we never open it, and we never deal with what's in it. Yes, and as parents, what happens when you're young and move, you're just moving yourself and your life story. But as parents, you're moving your children's lives as well. And in our case, we just have the one daughter, so we're finding all kinds of stuff from various vintages of our daughter's life. And you find the baby stuff, you find the preschool stuff, you find the grade school stuff, you find the middle school stuff, the high school stuff, the university stuff. And it's just an emotional roller coaster. I mean, it just rips you apart, and you have to keep asking yourself, keep or throw, keep or throw, keep. You keep most of it because it means everything to you. You ask your child, "Oh, would you be interested in having this from your grade 6 teacher who adored you?" Nah, and it just rips your heart out. You just kind of, "Oh my God, you have no idea what this person meant to you. Do you have any idea what this person did?" So you just, it's a different perspective, and it is what it is. You just have to keep packing. So yeah, Jen and I, oh gosh, all this long weekend, just working and working and working and working and putting everything together and figuring it out. Oh God, moving. Oh geez. Anyway, I'm on the air today, Tuesday. I'm with you tomorrow, Wednesday. I'll be here with you Thursday. That's it. Then on Friday, I'm behind the wheel of a big old U-Haul truck, riding to Calgary with our stuff. So no show days on Friday, no trivia this week. We're off all day Friday. Saturday is unloading day. We got to deal with all that. Sunday is recovery day. Will I be in an emergency room getting IV? Just an exhausted guy. I have no idea. But next Monday, we should be on the air from Calgary, and all should be well. We'll see how that all works out. Looking forward to it. Other developments here, just those of you who have an interest in what's happening here in Creston, those of you who are regulars, you know that we have a little cat outside the house here that just hangs out outside the house. It's not an indoor cat, it's an outdoor cat. I am happy to report to all of you who are cat lovers that the feline has found a new home. We were able to have the cat be adopted by a family that live just outside of town, about 8 miles away from here. They have a 6-acre area of land, and they're looking for an outdoor cat. And we just happen to have one, and so our little guy got a. We're never sure if it was a he or a her. We're really not sure. In any event, because we don't dare, spread the paws. Take a look. We got the cat into a box, no problem at all. A little whimpering, but it worked out really well. And the cat now is away from traffic. The cat is away from, we hope, from predators. We'll see. I don't know. But where the cat is headed, with three children that were just fell in love with this thing when they first saw it, I think the cat is in a much better place, and so we're really happy, and we're just relieved. We are more than happy. We are relieved that we didn't have to make a decision with respect to the future of this little feline that would have limited its lifetime on this planet. This cat will now go forth and enjoy, and we're just thrilled. So that's another thing off the to-do and worry list. Little things like that. It's amazing how they just pile up, all the things you have to do. Anyway, we're good. We're fine. I have enough bagels to last the week. We're running out of food in the house on purpose because we just haven't been buying stuff. We've just been eating up what we got. And the dishes are mostly packed away. We're down to a couple of plates, a couple of bowls, a couple of cups, a couple of forks, knives, and spoons. I mean, we are paring it down. We have got to by Friday. This house has to be completely empty. I still marvel at how this happens, and I panic about will I ever find the stuff that I need to find ever again. When we stop traveling and we set up a permanent residence, say in Calgary, will we be able to find what we need to find? But then I remind myself, everything's replaceable. You need a power cord, you just buy a power cord. You need a hammer, you buy a hammer. Just relax. It's okay. It's a materialistic world and society in which we live here. It's all easily found and what have you. So we're getting there. It's happening and it's coming together. It's an absolute mess in here, but it's organized. We kind of know where it all is. And dump run on Wednesday, and giveaway to the church and local charities on Thursday. Pack up the truck on Friday and hit the road to Beverly Hills. That is movie stars, swimming pools, movie stars. Now we're just going to Calgary, and then we'll go from there. And we'll keep you posted on our whereabouts. So that's what's going to happen. So welcome all to the show this morning. It's nice to have you here. Jen and I are about to become nomads by design, and away we go. Here in the markets, what is going on in the stock market? You ask. It looks like a quiet opening today. We don't seem to have anything breaking that is really dominating the press today or the business networks. I see the Dow up 14 points pre-market. I see S&P up 1.8, and I see the NASDAQ up 6.25 points. So we are talking quiet. Now, we're talking quiet at just about all-time record highs. That's important to keep in mind, that we're on these mountain ridges between Everest and K2 and all these high peaks that we've never been before. We're hanging around here. This market isn't one of these markets that just got to the peak and then dropped back down again 20%. No, this market came up here and is hanging around and has been for years, and will for a while yet. We have crude down, oil prices down $1.29 a barrel at the moment at $68. And that right there is a little indicator to you, should be an indicator to you. It is for me anyway. It's screaming at me that not all is well, and this in a way, it's good news that I see what oil is doing down today. This actually is good news. We're down over 2% on oil today, and the reasons are multiple reasons, but it comes down to the fact that the futures market in crude is predicting that the world's needs for crude aren't as dramatic as what was thought about July the 4th long weekend. Back on July 4th range, in the first week of July, oil was in the mid to upper 70s. And analyst after analyst after analyst kept coming out to say, we're heading to $90 a barrel. And I kept yelling and yelling and yelling at this computer. If any of you were listening, bunk, no way that's going to happen. Not with the amount of oil that we have, not how much is available. I just don't see the world in need of that much crude. I was right in so far, I guess I'm right. It didn't go to 90. It hasn't gone back to 45 though, and I keep saying 45, 50 is that's the value of this stuff, and that's being generous because I'm saying it's worth 45 to 50 only because most of the world's oil, if you average it all out, it costs you about 40 to 50 bucks to get it out of the ground, find it, refine it, utilize it, pay the taxes on it, and so on. In any event, we're at 68 bucks a barrel. Now, $68 a barrel is enough money for any well-managed oil and gas company to make money. Easily good money. You don't need $100 a barrel oil for oil companies to make a profit. They can make a profit at 50 bucks a barrel or more if they know what they're doing. And 68 US dollars a barrel, yeah, that's okay. In Calgary, Alberta, they were just saying in Alberta, actually, was a week ago, the provincial government of Alberta in Canada, the oil producing province of Canada, announced that their anticipated provincial budget deficit, which had been predicted at $17.5 billion for 4 million people, now is going to be $7 billion. So there's a $10 billion increase in taxation, royalties, and revenues to the government. And it comes from many, many, many ways, but the number one way is the higher oil goes in price, the more oil and gas companies generate cash flow, the more people they hire to handle the cash flow, the more people who pay taxes are being paid to do what they do. More income taxpayers and more spenders for services, revenue to the government. Everybody wins, and Alberta is $10 billion better off than they thought because they had predicted oil in the $40 to $50 range all year round, and lo and behold, it's been more in the 60, 70 range US, which is 30, 40% higher than thought. So good news from that end. Still a deficit, which leads one to believe that the Alberta government actually needs oil to be about 80 to 85 bucks a barrel US for the province to break even on its spending numbers. That's how out of whack Alberta is when it comes to their budgetary needs. The province of Alberta is a great place to live because it builds infrastructure like you can't believe. It invests in the future. It definitely does that. They build bridges knowing they're here for 50, 60 years. They build highways. But it's money now. And the province is saying, look, we've got trillions with a T, many, many trillions of bucks here to be generated over generations because we can't pull all the oil out in 1 year. It's impossible. So build the infrastructure now, and 5-10 years from now, we'll be glad we did because you can go back and go, 20 years ago, we built that bridge for $60 million. Today, it costs $90 million to make. And that bridge still works just great and generates more money for us 20 years later, 30 years later, because inflation and everything else, it just more than pays for itself. And so that's part of the trade-off. You run a deficit to build out. But sooner or later, you got to get to the point where you can't just keep running a deficit. I mean, as every barrel comes out of the ground, you have one barrel in the ground. And sooner or later, there's going to be a reckoning. And the question is when. And obviously, in some people's minds, they're thinking, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to be long gone by the time the reckoning comes. Even my kids will be long gone before the reckoning comes. So leave it to the next 3 generations from now to swear at us. Because, I'm going to get voted into my office by the present people here. And with us spending all kinds of money for them, it's great. Well, okay, there's that. And away we go. Anyway, that's the oil picture. Down $1 or so a barrel because of lack of demand that was thought to be there. We're hearing more and more about forecasts now, but the U.S. economy. The talk now is the U.S. economy is not growing as fast as previously thought it would for the summer and now the fall and into the winter, because analysts and experts had been forecasting that the U.S. Virus counts would be dropping dramatically, people getting vaccinated, and that the virus globally would be, drop down. and it's not happening. Unfortunately, in certain areas of the world and as a whole, the vaccine counts are higher, and the variant, this Delta variant, has really thrown a lot of things for a loop. And so, U.S. Economists in the U.S. and specialists are paring down the GDP forecast growth rate for the United States economy. Canadians too. Now, China has had its forecasts cut back, and we're now experiencing, in depending on what business you're in or someone you know, we're experiencing supply chain interruptions. And we've got companies like Tesla who can't make enough cars for the demand of electric cars. They can't deliver in 2 weeks anymore. Now they're delivering in 4 or 5 months. So they're talking about deliveries into 2022 that normally would have been done this quarter, next quarter. General Motors, Ford, in Germany, BMW, Volkswagen, Audi, they're all having problems with supply issues. They're all delayed. How many F-150 trucks are not on Ford dealership lots right now that should be on Ford dealership lots? How many RVs should be on RV dealer lots that aren't? Parts problems all over the place. And it's not just computer chips. We hear about this all the time, computer chip issues. It's everything. There's all kinds of issues. Now, over the weekend, there was another little coup going on. Another military leader decided to take over his country rather than let the people decide. The military officers decided to take over because, well, frankly, these guys just weren't getting enough bribes to, kind of lay low. And in certain countries, civilian governments survive not because of voters. They survive because of bribes to officers of these heavily armed, officially heavily armed armies, which are like militias. So these presidents and cabinet members and all these guys all have, their lives to thank to the military rulers who run the roost. Well, I guess, was it is it Guinea? I'm trying to remember a country in Africa. They had a little incident, and the president of the company is no longer the president of the company. President of the country is no longer the president of the country. Now it's run by a military group, and normally no one would care. No one, we wouldn't give a darn about that kind of, except for one little thing, one tiny little detail. These guys, this country, produces half of the world's bauxite. Now, you heard of that before? What is bauxite? The key ingredient in aluminum. Who uses aluminum? Everybody, including militaries around the world, need aluminum. Jet manufacturers and missile makers, satellite launchers, military satellite launching companies. They need aluminum, and half of the world's bauxite comes from this country. And half of their exports go to China. And all of a sudden, a superpower has an Achilles heel. All of a sudden, there's a weakness in the chain, and that will not stand. And so the military is probably going to quickly be recognized by the Chinese as the official government of that country to keep everything going. And the first announcement that the military made in their first sort of address to the nation, the old, "Hi, I'm Major so and so. I'm now your ruler." And everything's going to be fine now. And by the way, business as usual in the mining sector. We're not interfering with the mining sector because we know where our bribes come from. We know where our payoffs come from. They come from the Chinese through the sale of bauxite to our biggest customer. They give us kickbacks, and we're just going to keep running everything great. But now we don't have a middleman anymore called the president of the country and all the politicians underneath him that used to get bribes too. We got rid of that layer of management. And now it's military running the whole thing because we have the guns, and we have the guns. And so with all that, we can keep control of the whole thing, and it'll all be fine. It pays to be a military man because you may want to take a look at the top 25 generals and admirals and whatever they call themselves. They live great. They live good. Their kids are well dressed, and Their 18 to 22-year-old children attend the finest schools money can buy around the world. And these families of these military members, they have some of the nicest villas in the French Riviera, wonderful properties in Switzerland and everything else. It's really bribe and kickbacks is a good gig, because if you run the country that the bribes are being paid to you in, you don't have to report your income to anybody because you're the tax collector. And so as long as you have the guns, you control all the rules, you get all the bribes and all the kickbacks, life's good. And as long as the population doesn't rise up and try to throw you out, it's all good. And since you don't have to worry about a vote every 2 years or 4 years, you don't have to go to the population to be voted in. You don't have to worry about running an election campaign. This is a good gig. Myanmar has gone this direction. Now this country, it's a good gig. So there's if you got a friend of yours, a friend of the family, that's a military leader of a third world country that's run by the military, chances are they are in the upper 1%, and they do very, very nicely. And if you happen to have friends and relatives that are citizens of these countries, and they are pro-democracy type people, they may not be having quite so much of a good time, and they may not quite live in the same kind of nice house. But hey, it's nothing personal. It's just business. It's just business, and it's nothing personal. We're just kind of keep everything going here, and certain people who are in charge kind of like it just the way it is. There are times you have to do management shakeups, like in Haiti. You have to assassinate the president and get him and all his cronies out, and kind of put the message out that we didn't like the way that guy was running things. And then Myanmar, you arrest pro-democracy people and get rid of them. And then over in Belarus, you line up with Mr. Putin and you have an election, and the president of the country, who has nothing but demonstrations against him in the streets, gets 98% of the vote. He's reelected for 6 more years. And if you are on the street opposing his election, you could get arrested and you could be jailed, like this one activist over the weekend. 11 years in jail, 11 years. Guilty, absolutely guilty. You're trying to overthrow the country. You're trying to overthrow the president of the company who's running for an election, and you try to overthrow this guy. Well, clearly you're against the country, and so you're a traitor to the country. 11 years in jail, because the president of the country is still the president of the country. It all depends what side you're on. If you're in the right party, it's all good times, and more power to you. But other than that, there's nothing going on. It's just a quiet little old world in which we live in, where everyone's treated with respect and everyone's opinion matters, and it's all fun. I don't think I'm going to go to Belarus. I don't think I'm going to Myanmar. If Jen and I are traveling, we're not going to go there or there. We're not going to this New Guinea place. We're not going to go there. There's certain places I think we're going to just not travel to. But we were talking on the weekend about where would we travel to? Where would we like to go to? What would we like to see? And I asked her. I said, "Well, what's on your bucket list? Where would you like to go?" I mean, we've traveled North America-ish, and we've traveled a little Europe, but on that way, I'm really not traveled very much. Where do you want to go? And when you're faced with that kind of decision, you kind of go, "Oh, geez, I hadn't thought of that." Because when you have a house and you have COVID and you have a child and your world is closed in on this little tiny thing, you just don't think outside your box very often. And so it's kind of like, yeah, we got to do some thinking here. We got to figure this out. I kind of know the next 6 months what we're going to do and what we would like to do. But beyond that, it's like, how far do you want to go? And so we'll see what happens. I'll take suggestions from you guys. What should we go and see, and what should we go and do? One country I very much would like to explore quite a bit more is Italy. Very, very much so. Italy, indeed. Have not spent enough time in Italy. Virtually none. France and Spain, yes. Switzerland, yes, and Austria, and of course Western Europe. Much more Europe. Am I eager to go and see third world atrocity countries? No, it's not. No, I'm not on that kind of crusade. But Australia, New Zealand, it would be kind of nice, and Japan and Singapore are attracted to me. I'm attracted to those places. But we'll see how it all works out. Anyway, any of you out there who any of you out there who run high-end resort hotels around the world, you want to get a YouTuber to come by with his wife to hang out for a week or so. We could do a video or two from your property to work a deal. Any airlines out there who would like to have Jen and I, frequent your business class airline service, let us know. We'd be more than happy to film our experience in your business lounges and on business class and everything else you offer. Hint, Emirates. Hello, I'm talking. Hello, Emirates. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Can't wait. It's gonna be a lot of fun. How you guys doing? Are you doing all right? You gonna have a good week this week? Did you have an okay long weekend with Labor Day? Did you survive intact? What do you think the markets are going to do in the next 3 months? Those of you who are watching my classes, are you learning more about options all the time? I was noticing how these lessons I've made, these 10 lessons on how to be a better investor and how the markets work, and buying and selling call options, writing call and put options, and strategies like spreads and all this sort of stuff. Those classes are doing okay. You guys, there's always people picking those up, which is kind of cool. I think that the kind of markets we're in right now are perfect for those of you who are option writers to really make some nice extra money. And some of you have adopted the idea of using margins to make a living from them, and I commend you. I commend you for it, because these markets are perfect for this. Even bear markets are perfect for this. You can make all kinds of money in flat to bear type markets. Rising markets, yes, of course, lots of money to be made in rising markets. Writing put options, definitely a way to look at this. A way to enhance revenues and build a portfolio. Yes, rather than just sit tight with your stock and just wait for something to happen someday, generate revenue from the portfolio you've got, and make your portfolio work for you every day of the week that the markets are open. That's the way it should be. We're 33 minutes away from opening this day, this week, a shortened week. We're up 8 points on the Dow. We're up 1.3 points on the S&P. We're up 8.5 on NASDAQ, down $1.07 on crude. That's what we've got at the moment. Found out something interesting the other day too. Talk about moving. How often do you ever check the cost of moving your furniture with a mover? Never. I mean, never. When you want to move to a place, you call a moving company, you find out how much it is. Then you find out what the numbers are. And Jen and I have been looking for 3 weeks to find a mover to move us to Calgary, and no luck. I shouldn't say that there aren't any, but you want to find a national company that you can kind of, hopefully trust that your stuff will arrive and there are no shenanigans going on. Hard to do when you're in a small town. We tried Allied Moving. We tried to, get a quote from those guys. Couldn't do it. Couldn't. We tried 5 or 6 ways through their website, through telephone calls. Never got a quote, call back. Never. Nope. Probably. I mean, we're guessing why would that be? And my hunch is business is so good. The business is so good right now that they're not interested in out of the way places. They can make their big money in the big centers to big centers. Why bother with a little town out of town, out of the way? So then we tried another quasi-local company. They were about an hour and 15 minutes away from us, and we talked to them and we finally got a quote. It took a while, but we finally got a quote from them. And they quoted us $5,000 to move our stuff from here to Calgary into a storage unit. It's just going from this house to a storage unit, and it's virtually all boxes. And I thought that's wow. Like, I thought that's high, until I talked to my neighbors last night. I talked to my neighbors last night because they were wondering how the cat was doing. So I told them the cat story and mentioned this moving thing, because they said, when are you moving out? So we got the U-Haul truck is coming on Friday. Oh, you're doing U-Haul, are you? I said, yeah. So I told them the story about the cost. I said, what did you guys, the husband said to the wife, what did we pay to move from Richmond, British Columbia to here, which is Vancouver to Creston, which is admittedly about 550 miles versus 360 miles away from Calgary. It's further to Vancouver from here than to Calgary. They figured out they paid $14,000 to move to the house next door about 6-8 months ago. $14,000. Oh my God. I just couldn't believe it. We are paying, just to give you a perspective, Jennifer and I, we are renting a truck and a trailer to put the car on, one of these flat transporter, $1,250 plus our own gas and time. And we're hiring people to load the truck here and unload the truck there. So we figure we'll spend about $2,000 on this whole thing versus a $5,000 quote versus a $14,000 cost that our neighbors were. I was just flabbergasted. I was just absolutely blown away. Wow, it's times are good. We're in the middle of a COVID, and movers are doing great. Moving companies are doing wonderfully, and they're loving every minute of it. And I'm just floored by the kind of numbers that are being tossed about. Isn't that incredible? It's nuts. In any event, welcome to 2021. Insanity. It's insanity. What's happening on some of our favorite stocks? I'm looking at 23andMe right now in the opening market, pre-opening. I'm not showing anything going on. $8.99 doesn't look like any change happening at this point in time. Let's see. Rocket Lab closed at $13.52 on Friday. Here we are Tuesday. We are showing a 1380 pre-market at the moment on 63,000 volumes. So we're up 28 cents. So we'll happily take that little gain so far. Over on SoFi, closed at $15.16 on Friday, sitting now at $15.30 in the pre-market on 152,000 shares. So that's improving. We're happy about that. I don't see any announcements anywhere on any stock at this point. If any of you know anything, you let me know. SmartRent, 1406 was the close on Friday. The high of the day, 1493 on Friday. Right now, 1425, up 19 cents in the pre-market, only 500 volume. But this stock has been on a bit of a tear here. It had a really good week last week, sitting in that 12 range, 12 something, 1220, 1240, 1250 range. And then it took a shot on Friday, hitting almost $15. Now at $14.25, so that's having a fine old time. Matterport closed at $17.96 on Friday, and what do we got right now? I got it at $18 right now on the pre-market on 6,500 volume. So Matterport improving as well. Friday's high $18.12. Looking at Matterport the last, say, month or so, yeah, we were from the 16s down to the 14 range by about August 17th, 18th to about 23rd. And then we started climbing after the 23rd of August, just a little at a time, got into that 14, 15 range. Then we broke 16 on August the 30th and September 1 kind of range. And here we are, $18 a share on Matterport, climbing nicely. And we say, thank you very much. May I have another? This is certainly the highest price for Matterport in 6 months. I'm looking back to March 21st, and it hasn't been this high. The last time this stock reached these levels really was back in February when the initial announcement was made about Matterport taking over the SPAC. So very good. All right. What else is going on? ATIP, 455 close on Friday, 459 pre-market. Indication a little better. GameStop 202 75 close on Friday night. 205 indication right now. A little higher on 20,000 volume, and we're happy to see that. It had a dip of $10 Friday though, so it had a bit of a dip. But there's no announcements, no news on it. Off 1077, but now it looks like it's ahead of about 216 this morning. Wednesday is earnings day for GameStop Wednesday. So I believe it'll be after the close. We'll hear the numbers. um, and then they'll do their conference call, and I have no idea what this conference call will be like. If they're like the last two conference calls, we will not be happy. But I do not know what their whether they want to change the way they do these conference calls as opposed to the way Mr. Sherman used to do these conference calls, these earnings calls, because these earnings calls were 5 to 8 minutes long and it was all over and there were no questions, no nothing. So I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't know if the company is making any announcements this week, any pro announcements this week, any declarations, nothing. Are they going to announce that they're going to raise another $2 or $3 billion in cash? Are they going to announce a special dividend? Are they going to announce a new division? Are they going to announce updates on their e-commerce strategy and all this? No clue, kids. I cannot share anything with you because I have no idea what's going on with this one. This is one of those. Maybe the stock will tell us what's going on because at the moment I got nothing. I got nada. Apple 154.89 up 58 cents. We were 153 to 154 on Friday. In the last month, Apple has been reaching its all-time high range, which is right here, 154.98 all-time high for the year, the last 2 weeks. And so we're doing fine. We've been moving from this sort of mid 140s range, 146.7 range. Got to 150, went a little lower, back up again. Now we're in the 155 range. And Apple is trading at approximately 30 times earnings. There are 17 billion shares outstanding, and the company has a $90 billion in cash stock buyback program that they're on. The $7.5 billion a month of stock is picked up every month of this stock. The company's value, $2.55 trillion, the market cap of Apple, all the shares outstanding multiplied by the stock price, 2.55 trillion, a record because the stock's at its all-time high. And 7.5 billion of that is being bought back. 90 billion a year is being bought back. 90 billion on a $2.5 trillion company. I get giddy when I think about these kinds of numbers. They're stunning numbers. They're just stunning. It's all relative, but it is stunningly relative. I believe you, but I don't trust you. I love this. They're just firing on all cylinders, and they are. We're now waiting for the new iPhone, the new MacBook Pro, the new. Always new. Lots to come, lots to hear about, and lots to get excited about. And it's September, kids. We're getting ready for Christmas season. It's coming up real soon. So, oh my. Well, we'll see how this all works out. Dividend of 22 cents a share per year, which is a 0.57% dividend, half a percentage point. Compared to the German 10-year bond, this is pretty good. The German 10-year bond has negative 0.4. This is positive 0.5. So it's like a 1% difference between a German 10-year bond and Apple. So you get paid to hold Apple. $5.11 earnings per share, last report. But I believe that we're about to, in the next 2 months, when the next earnings report come out, I think it'll be a $7 per share earnings. I mean, it's just going to be insanity. The numbers are really growing here. So, yeah, the company is trading at 30 times earnings right at the moment. But my radar is saying to me that forward earnings, like if you go forward 3 months, 6 months, a year from now, wouldn't surprise me if forward earnings low 20s on this company, which means higher stock prices. How about that? So we'll see how that how it works out for us. Unbelievable. Way to go, Apple. Way to go, Mr. Cook and your team. Congratulations, and I love my Apple products. I don't know about you guys, but I like mine, and I'm glad I have it. Fabulous. Looking forward to taking my Apple products with me on the road, and being a on the road YouTuber going forward for a while with my Apple computer, which I talk to here, my phone, big ass iPad. I got it all. It's all Apple everywhere, and it's been a transition, to say the least, from PC to Mac in the last little over a year. Amazing. As a matter of fact, yeah, that's right. In August, this computer turned 1 year old, and thankfully, I have a what was it? I think I have a 2 or 3 year protection program on it, and it's causing me no trouble. Phenomenal product, and I'm very happy with it. Thank you all for being here. 20 minutes to go until we open for the day. Appreciate that you're all here with me today. A lot of you visiting for the first time this week, which is great. I haven't been on the air since Friday. It's nice to have you about. Oot and to boot. Thank you for all of you who are members of this channel. You are to say the least, you are the backbone of this channel. If you're a member of this channel, making a donation of, I think it's a $10 a month donation to be a member of this channel. Those of you doing that, you're paying about 25 cents a show, these live shows, generally speaking, on average. And it allows you to comment and throw emojis out and everything else. I do appreciate that very much. We love you for it, Jennifer and I. We cannot thank you enough for those of you who have become members of this channel, who are supporting us and keeping us going. We would not be doing as much work as we're doing if we didn't have this kind of membership. Without the membership, we couldn't do it. Financially, it would be impossible. We thank you very, very much. Those of you who are just here as observers, we love you too, and we hope you think about becoming a member of the channel and joining us on a regular basis. Become members of the channel and join the party and join the gang. Thank you. 205 thumbs ups already. Thank you for that. Keep those coming in. We thank you. We've just shifted the chat now to members only. And members only, if you have any questions about the market, anything else, let us know, and we'll see what we can do. Those of you who have been visiting my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca, we thank you. That is where you can find the lessons that we have already put up. Jennifer and I have posted now 10 lessons on there. I think each one is about 2 hours long. Some are 1 hour and 40 minutes, some are 2 hours, 10 minutes, just around the 2 hour mark for about for the cost of a lesson. You can purchase one lesson at a time out of the 10 lessons we've made. Whichever lesson you want that interests you, you can acquire, watch as many times as you like. Those of you who hire me to spend an hour with me on a private one-on-one, and I do enjoy those. We haven't done any lately because we have no time at the moment, but I do charge $400 for a 1 hour session. But with the classes, it's $100 to get a class for 2 hours. Good value, I would say. And I've had so many of you report back to me, because of your classes, I am now doing stuff with options I never thought I would do before. And the first $100 I made was in one day, writing some of these contracts. I mean, this is just easy money. Thursdays, I'm writing contracts that expire on Friday, and I'm bringing in $200 just on a way out of the money contract. I'm bringing in this easy cash, and more than pays for your classes. And others of you, of course, are writing contracts, weeklies and monthlies. You're bringing in thousands of dollars a month, and you can let me know that. Thank you for that, and appreciate that. I hope you're all finding them very, very helpful. There are more classes coming. We'll keep you posted on additional classes. But if you want to see one, just go to the website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. It's my Canadian website, CA, not .com, .ca. And look under classes and hit whatever lesson you want to watch. You don't have to watch them in order if you don't want to. We numbered them 1 to 10 just so we know which is which. But yeah, you'll find some of them are that might really attract your attention. Some of them might not so much. So watch the one you like. You don't have to watch all the classes. I don't force you to buy them all. It's a la carte pricing. Pick the one you want and enjoy it. And if you have any questions about these, let us know, and be more than happy to help. Any of you have problems with the classes, if you've made a payment, you can't get the link to work, just send me a private email. The link is in the website, of course, but also right down below here, brucerobert@hotmail.com. send me a private message and say, Bruce, here's the problem I'm having. Can you help me out? We'll figure it out for you. We'll get you looked after. All right. We are 16 minutes away from opening the show, opening the market today. We're down now 11. We're down 11 points on the Dow at the moment, pre-market, down half a point on S&P, and we're down 1 point on NASDAQ. We are really flatlining here. There are analysts out there trying to muck it up. They're trying to how do I put it this way? They're trying to be relevant by forecasting and predicting or prognosticating what could happen to make the market crash. Everybody loves to try to get you all excited, and they try to clickbait you into watching their read their article, watch their telecast, whatever it is. There are no signs of a market crash anywhere on the horizon. There's just nothing. We do not have an overheated economy. We don't have too many jobs going on. We don't have a crash coming economically. We don't have out of control inflation. We don't have out of control interest rates. We don't have all kinds of world. We don't have like an oil embargo. We don't have something really out of left field that could really muck it up. There are a lot of little things going on, but there's always a lot of little things going on. But on the whole, there's a tremendous demand for services and goods, and there's a lack of supply to fully supply services and goods. And so there's an imbalance there, and that's a good kind of imbalance. The kind of imbalance that tells me the markets can go higher longer, because as long as people can't get all the items they want to get, there's a demand for items. And when there's a demand for items, there are jobs to make certain items. And so we really have a lot of upside here in front of us. The Congress is trying to run through a $3.5 billion spending plan, and then Senate. It's the big political football right now. My birdie tells me, my hunch is that this is going to go through to a large extent. A lot of this $3.5 billion will find its way through, despite objections by others. But this is without question the largest spending program for the domestic U.S. economy probably since the 1960s. And one of the reasons it's happening, you have to keep in mind, is that in 63, 64, 65, in those years, the Johnson administration, which had taken over for the Kennedy administration, the Johnson administration didn't yet have a nightmare on its hands that it was going to have a few years later, which was Vietnam. Vietnam became a nightmare for America, economic nightmare, I'm going to really talk about, by 67, 68. But in 64 and 5, the United States economy was rolling along, taxes were coming in, and the country was not involved in world conflicts that was draining its treasury. And the government had the ability to raise spending on domestic issues to build the war, to fight the war on poverty that President Johnson had so famously declared. He was trying to fight the war on poverty. With Iraq shut down, Afghanistan shut down, and other foreign conflicts not on the table at this point, the U.S. military budget, above and beyond just operating as an incredible machine, doesn't need extra funding for world conflicts at the moment. And this actually, believe it or not, actually leaves money on the table, spending money on the table for other programs. Now, there are the conservatives out there who say, oh, no, we're not borrowing money to help people. No, we're borrowing money to kill people. We borrow money to bomb places and take over countries. But we're not going to borrow money to help our own. Oh, no. I hate it when I do that. What I say is investing in yourself might be the best thing you could do. Certainly, many countries of the world do that as an ongoing thing, and their standard of living is unbelievable. Their life expectancies are much higher than North America. and so on and so forth. In any event, a $3.5 billion package sounds $3.5 trillion package sounds like a lot of money. That used to be a lot of money. It's not that much anymore. A $24 trillion economy in the United States on an annual basis that will continue to grow. 3.5 trillion over 10 years. Remember, this is over 10 years. It's not like cut a check for 3.5 trillion today. No, it's not that at all. It's a 10-year, 350 billion a year program in a $24 trillion economy. We're talking chump change. When it compares to the military budgets, chump change. When it comes to the cost of a $500 million jet fighter versus this, chump change. The cost of training these guys to fly them, fueling them, maintaining them, it's unbelievable how little it is. But you know what? It's a philosophy that is difficult for certain people to get over. It's abhorrent to people. They cannot believe it. This is such a waste of money on something I can't see, because when you invest in people, then you can't point at a building, or you can't point at a warship, you can't point at a rocket, you can't point it, because it's just going out there to invest in the well-being of the country, and so you don't see it that way. The way you do see it, and economists see it, they go, well, the productivity numbers are much higher, the life expectancy, the health of the country, the education of the country, on and on and on and on it goes, is higher. The stats are much, much better. And in the long run, what do you have less of? Well, you have less people living on streets. You have fewer people in the prison system. You have more educated folks. You have more brain power. And so you got to decide, well, what do you want to buy into? You want to buy into hard assets? You want to buy into soft assets? What's the balance? And for some people, there is no balance. It's this or nothing. And it's this or socialism. It's this or communism. It's this and so there's no common ground. And unfortunately, or reality, that's the world. And you got to kind of figure it out. We are, this Canadian, just on the outside looking in, what can I tell you? We're in the middle right now in Canada of a national election. We have the equivalent of a presidential election happening like it is in the US, except we're already halfway through our election. We have 11 days to go till voting day. 11 days to go. I saw my first political ad on television the other day, and I thought, oh God, darn old political ad. When we watch US television from up here, we can't go a day without seeing a political ad. I mean, there's always political ads, whether it's the day of the election or the middle of the cycle. There's always political ads in the U.S. Canada, I just saw our first couple of political ads for the election that we have coming up. I can tell you that most of us around here, we don't care. We just don't care. We're just these are just politicians. And anyway, if I were in other parts of the country, I would care. If I were in Ottawa, I'd care, because that is the nation's capital, and all kinds of jobs are on the line when administrations come and go, if that's going to happen. Whenever there's an election, it's a big deal. So that town is politics. I get it. Toronto makes sense. Capital of Ontario, the biggest city in the country. A lot of political decisions get made. A lot of political money gets spent there. Yeah, they would care. Montreal, sure, the number one city in French-speaking Canada. Yeah, they care. Out here in British Columbia, I got to tell you, man, we got mountains, trees, and forest fires, and that's what we care about. The quality of the air, the quality of the water, and that's what we care about out here. And rightly or wrongly, that's where we are. Politics is local, as they say in the world. Politics is local, and around here, I don't even know the names of the candidates around here that are running. The signs are everywhere. I don't read them. Couldn't care less. But then I'm old. I guess that's it. And I'm leaving this area, and we're going traveling. So, strike 1, 2, and 3 for us being really involved and giving a crap about it. But that's just me. Don't be mad at me. It's just the way it is. Sorry to say. But when you're at 65, 66 years of age, you have a different take on where it's at. And My daughter, 33, couldn't give a crap about politics. Has no interest in it. She never asked me about it. We never talked about it. It was nothing. No interest. Her friends, no interest. No, couldn't care less. It is a it is a thing in Canada among these kids. I call them kids. They're in their 30s. They just they just don't see the immediacy and the need to give a crap. They have to make it on their own. They've realized that through a pandemic and through university years and having student debt and coming out of it, they're on their own to make it. And they figured out how to do it for them. They figured their survival, working their butts off with a skill that they have that others will pay for. And they've got something to deliver. And they realize that if they don't have something to deliver, they're the server at a restaurant, as opposed to the employee or the contract employee making X amount of money per year. It's just that simple in her eyes, in their eyes. That's the way it is. Amazing. Yeah, it is what it is. In a minute, so like I said, we're in the middle of a political campaign right now for new prime minister, for new government, and it could well be that the existing guys could win re-election, and we'll have a minority government for another 3 or 4 years, and there'll be no change. We'll just keep right on going. But in the next week to 10 days, we'll have the election, and then we'll see who's running the country again for going forward. It's been a 31-day campaign, 33-day campaign, the whole election, 33 days. Now, that's how you should do it in America. That's how you should do it in America. You should have all your senators, all your congressmen, and your president once every 4 years, 33-day campaign for the whole thing. That would be great. Not good if you own a TV station in the United States. Not good if you own newspapers. It's not good if you own a radio station. It's not good if you're in the polling business. It's not good if you're in the consulting business. None of these people will be happy. The population as a whole, to be bombarded for only 30 days with election ads, might be relieved. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way down there. And so it's a constant every 2-year thing. And you got all the local town things going on and the city things and the sheriffs and oh my God. I can't keep up with it all, and I hope I don't have to. In any event, welcome one, welcome all. I hope I'm not making you mad. I'm not trying to make you mad. I'm just kind of going, what can I say? It is what it is. We are 3 minutes away from opening. We're curious to see. I'm really curious to see how this market's going to react. We're down 15 on the Dow. We're down 1.9 on S&P. We're down 7 on NASDAQ. So we've gone negative. Just crude down 111. That's what we got. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Waiting for the markets to open up. Matterport 1820 up 23 cents. Yay! We're happy about that. How's our Rocket Lab doing today? 1352 Friday close. Rocket Lab 1490 right now pre-market, showing 138 gain. I don't know how real this is, but it sure looks awful good, doesn't it? $15 a share. Yeah, kind of like that. I don't have any news, but I love it. 15.15 on the pre-market for Rocket Lab right now, up $1.63. So I'm very pleased for all of you out there who are long Rocket Lab, who have options on Rocket Lab. I like it. Want you to become very wealthy viewers and very generous benefactors to the YouTuber. I'm not ashamed to admit it. There you have it. Get rich, people, and get generous. Awesome Sauce, SoFi, how's it doing right now? 15.55 up 39 cents. It's popping up right now as well. Happy to see that too. Go, baby, go, baby, go. I think you guys deserve to make a ton of money, and I love it. 204.35 up $1.60 on GameStop. Go, GameStop. Don't be stopping now. No stop. We won't stop for GameStop. Rock and roll. All righty. There it is. We're a minute away from the big opening here. Let's see how the markets react when the markets open. These are pre-market quotes. Let's see about the markets themselves and find out just what's going on. Good morning, everybody. It's nice to have you here this morning. Papa Gamer's going, holy cow, look at the pre-market on Rocket Lab. Oh, my gosh. That's crazy. Yes, let's hope we have a great big fat day here, and it just makes you all a whole bunch of dough. Let's go, baby. Let's see what's happening. All right. We are a minute away, if that, or seconds away. I'm sure the bells are going to be ringing in no time. And we are on it for another day, another week, another good time. Happy times, happy times. The usual. Let me double check here. There we go. Yeah, they're clapping. They're clapping. The markets are opening. People are clapping. Yay! They're clapping. Let's see what we got. Rocket Lab. What will Rocket Lab open up at 15:01? It looks like to me. Early indications on 271,000. I think that's what Rocket Lab is doing. Is a 15:01 $1.49 opening. SoFi 15.53 up 37 cents on 660,000 volume. GameStop showing 204.40 up $1.65 on 71,800 volume. Over at Matterport, $18 up 4 cents, 80,000 volume. At the moment, 23andMe, 885. I'm not sure. It might be down 13 cents. Smart Rent, 14.29, up 23 cents. 10,000 shares. Got a lot of green going through here. It's nice to see. Spire at 11.51, down 34. That one jumps around a lot, as we know. ATIP 463, up 8 cents on 18,000. Go ATIP. Sextera up, what is that, 6 cents, 9.27 on 5,800 volume. IBM, heartbreaker that it is up a nickel, 139.63. The Dow showing a dip at the moment. I'm going to double check to see how accurate that is. It's down 75 points. Wasn't showing that in pre-market. Showing down 75. Down 5 on the S&P. We're up 17 on NASDAQ. So we have a complete different picture on the opening than what we had before the opening. But we have to give the market about another 5 minutes to sort of figure out its opening transactions and trades. Some of these Dow quotes could still be delayed, so the number is a bit skewed at the moment. Rocket Lab 1488, high was 1549 at the initial trade here. 1 million traded already on Rocket Lab. You gotta love this, man. This is beautiful stuff. I'm a happy guy the way Rocket Lab trades. This is phenomenal. Great volume, more name recognition, higher pricing. This is good stuff. SoFi 1565 now. 1 million on SoFi in the first 2 minutes. Very good. Thank you very much. We kind of like this. What else is going on? GameStop 207.50 up 474 on 109,000 volume. Thank you, GameStop. Matterport 1765 last quote, low of 1762. It's down 32 cents at the moment on 111,000. So we'll watch that this morning, see how it sort of filters out. 23andMe is indicating down 29 cents at 869, 88,000 volume. And Smart Rent is up by 38 cents to 14.44 now. Low of the day 14.12, high 14.49, 14.44 last on 46,000 volume. Spire down 62 cents, as I said before, still at 11.25 or so. We have ATIP 457 up 2+ cents a share on 27,000, and Sextera up 18 now at 9.39 on the morning on 7,300 volume. There you go, kids. There's the opening salvo. Robinhood down 3 cents. Vanik is down 8. Home Depot up $1.84. IBM now down 17 cents. The Dow down 87 points. Microsoft down $1.40. Apple up 40. Tesla up 14. We have mixed markets here. Bed Bath Beyond down 86 to 26.16. BlackBerry up 7 to 11.14. Royal Caribbean down 66 cents to 78.45. Now down 98 cents. 78.45 down 98 cents. Norwegian down 21 and Carnival down a nickel. Goldman Sachs up $2, 12 cents. $413.43. Amazon up $5. Facebook down $2.60. Google up $1.60. And there you have it. Those are some of the stocks we follow. The first, the most, 14.45. Rocket Lab now. Low of 14.07 just a few moments ago. Bounced back now to 14.40, 14.36 on 1.4 million volume. So Rocket Lab was having quite a jump around here, quite a bit of a jump. but there's volume here, and it's interesting. SoFi 1558 up 42 now, 1559 up 43 cents on SoFi. GameStop now up 543 a share at 208.18. Okay, there it is. How are we going to do today is what everybody wants to know. It's a short week, but we love it. And Rocket Lab over average volume, exactly. GameStop's a joke so far. It has been quiet. SoFi doing good. ME have been breaking my heart for like 3 months. Down 34 cents. ME, it's ME's turn. Anytime it wants to start, kind of joining the party, I'd love to have it join the party. Hopefully that's sooner rather than later. We've got some green here, some red here. Early morning start. We're down 126 now on the Dow. So it is under some pressure today. And I'm not sure who's causing it. I'm going to check this out. The Dow 30 at the moment. Let's take a look at who's doing what in the Dow. The loser of the Dow is Boeing, and we got it down $4, 1.8%. We have Amgen down 1.5%, down 345. 3M down 294. Honeywell down 266. Microsoft down 145. United Health down 130. Travelers Companies down 120. And Caterpillar down 120 as well. The winners, Visa up $2, Home Depot up a $1.96, almost $2. Goldman Sachs up 155. Those are the three big winners, but you know what? Those are the only stocks higher by more than $1 a share. Everyone else, there's only 4 or 5 companies with penny gains. And then we have at least, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 10 of them. 10 of the 30 are down to $1 or more. So the losses are heavier on the downside than the gains on the upside at this early 6-minute moment in time on the market. So that's where we're at. We'll keep an eye on it. GameStop higher at 208.91, up 616. Looks like it is near its high of the day here already. The volume is very light on GameStop, to 215,000 shares. But we are up $6.50 a share. We had that $10 dip on Friday, which might have been too much too fast, and here we got $3.50 coming back. So interesting to see how that's going. We have 274 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for helping this channel out, getting discovered. We appreciate it. Yeah, interesting morning. SoFi up 58 cents, 15.74. We like it. We like Rocket Lab today. We like SoFi today. We're going to see what's going on. We're going to find out Wednesday how GameStop's numbers are coming out. It's now 209.50, up 675 on GameStop. Rocket Lab 14.65, up $1.13. The high on Rocket Lab today 15.49, virtually the opening. Got as low as 14.07, so the stock went from 15.50 to 14. And now it's at 14.67, 14.74. So we're really jumping around here on the Rocket Lab. SoFi 15.80, taking a run at $16 now. Nice to have it coming back. GameStop 208.84. Matterport 17.35, down 60 cents. ME down 27 cents to 8.71. Smart Rent up 16 to 14.22. Spire down 26 cents to 11.59. ATIP physical therapy, the physical therapy stock 458 up 3. We got Sixtera up 27 cents to 9.48. AMC up $1.38 to 45.40. Robinhood down 39 cents. Vanik down 30. Home Depot down 13 cents. IBM down 57. The Dow down 150. And the Dow was indicating a slight gain about an hour before the opening-ish, and then it was flat. Then it was down 5-10 points a few minutes before the opening. And here we are now, 9 minutes into the opening, and the Dow is off 156. There's no if, ands, or but. It's gone negative. Still only 0.46 percentage point, not even half a percentage point drip here. S&P down a quarter of a percentage point at down 10 points. NASDAQ still up 0.1 of a percentage point, up 15 points right now. There it is. Welcome to the morning. It's a Tuesday, September the 7th, 2021. Welcome to you. from around the world, catching up with Uncle Bruce here Tuesday, the short week after Labor Day. And those of you who do not know, Jennifer and I are moving. That's why there's nothing here behind me other than these postcards, which won't be here much longer. We are packing up. We're leaving Creston. Jennifer and I are going to become traveling nomads. First stop, Calgary, Alberta this weekend. We're only on the air today, tomorrow, Thursday. Friday, I'm in a truck driving to Calgary. And for the next month, we will be in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, broadcasting from there. And the plan after that, as far as we know, Arizona and California right after that for late October into November, December. So we'll take you with us, and we'll be on the air every day. $15.90 on your SoFi, $14.90 on Rocket Lab, $15.94 on SoFi. SoFi is going for $16 here, up 78 cents right now. SoFi on the move, 2.5 million shares. I kind of wonder about SoFi. Why would it be running like it is right now? Many reasons. Simple answer, more buyers than sellers. Why are there fewer sellers? They already sold their stock off at $14.50. They got out. They've run out of stock to sell. People who were allowed to sell stock sold it, and now it's investors coming in for the long haul. That's a hunch. But I think another thing that's going on is because PayPal and other companies are moving into the brokerage business. And this morning, State Street bought Brown Brothers Harriman Investor Services arm for $3.5 billion. I think the brokerage business is becoming more valuable. It's rising in value. And people are looking at SoFi going $15.95 a share for a company with all these divisions, all these departments, including platform trading. And they're about to get their bank charter. I think we should buy this stuff. And so at $16 a share, or just about $16 a share, SoFi is being gobbled up by some serious investors. I don't think there's any one shareholder with more than 10% of the company. I don't know if anyone has more than 10. So there is no actual owner of the company that dominates the whole thing. It's held by institutional investors, employees, and friends of the company. And this is a company that could be a takeover target. Just my hunch. $15.96 on SoFi, up 80 cents a share. Thank you very much. $14.75 now on Rocket Lab, up $1.23. Gamestop up $5.53 to $208.28. Matterport still down 55 cents. ME down 36. Smart Rent unchanged. Spire down 33. ATIP up 3.5. Sexter up 41 to 962. $15.94 on SoFi. Yes, go SoFi, go. $14.85 on Rocket Lab, up $1.24. Two big winners here: Rocket Lab, SoFi, and now GameStop up $6. We got three of them here, looking good. NASDAQ registers all-time intraday high early Tuesday. Dow and S&P are slipping. So one index is hitting new record highs. The other two are off just a titch. The Dow, though, is down 194 points at the moment. Rocket Lab, $14.69. SoFi, $15.93. GameStop, $209.56. GameStop's high today, $209.88. We're right at the high of the day for GameStop on 300,000 shares. It's not heavy volume, but it is definitely volume coming in to buy up stock. That's definitely what it is. SoFi volume at $15.93 now is tallying 3.1 million shares. Rocket Lab volume, 2.2 million shares, up $1.16 to $14.68 a share. How about them apples? We kind of like it. Uncle Bruce, it's owned by your viewers. I agree. My viewers dominate this channel. Without you, I wouldn't be here. I'll tell you that. I like to talk, but I don't really like talking to myself all the time. I'd like to hang out with you guys. What can I say? Go, man, go, man, go. Uncle Bruce, I like SoFi. I know. Anyway, there you go. Fantastic. Carter Kroll, I got over a 10% raise and exceeds expectations on my review, so I'll have more money to invest real soon. Carter, way to go, buddy. You're putting it together. Nice job, buddy. Nice job indeed. 1587 SoFi, 1472 on Rocket Lab, 209.11 on GameStop, all higher to get the morning started. The Dow still down, but down 167 at the moment. And that's what we got. Let's see. Can't wait to see SoFi hit closer to 20 so I can more comfortably write some calls. And the higher we go, the more juicy things start to get. You gotta love it. I'm happy for all of you, of course. Those of you who are into contracts on some of these stocks, you're beginning to see options begin to move for you. We just need 23andMe to join the party. Same thing with ATIP. We need to have it keep coming on. We're waiting for, obviously, for the new CEO announcement on ATIP. Hope it comes soon. Sixter up 40 cents to 10.41, approaching that $10 level again. Thank you. Keep it coming. We love that. AMC 46.72 up 270, having a good morning. Vanik up down 91 on the SMH, the Vanik ETF. Home Depot down only 93 cents. IBM down 76. The Dow now down 209.92. We are approaching the lows of the day on the Dow at this point in time. And Microsoft down $1.57. Apple is up on this day, up 93 cents, interestingly. Tesla up $20, $7.54. Going higher. Bed Bath & Beyond down 87, but BlackBerry up 6. Royal Caribbean has turned it around. It was negative down to 77.42. It's now 79.95. So those of you who are put buyers, take a look at deals on puts again on Royal Caribbean. Anything over 80, you got to buy puts on Royal Caribbean because it's going lower. There's no way. The stock really just can't keep running. They have got financial problems. Oh my gosh. Debts galore. Goldman up $1.64, $412.95. Interestingly, Amazon up 18, Facebook down 57 cents, and Google up 691 right now. All right. Never a dull moment in the markets in the world in which we live, is it? It never is. It really is something. SoFi 1588, consolidating just under 16. Something tells me we're going through it today. I just feel it. 1469 on Rocket Lab. 15 is around the corner, and then it'll go beyond. Looking good. 208.45 on GameStop. Wednesday is announcement day, and today's Tuesday. So tomorrow we will find out from GameStop. How you doing? How are the numbers? How's what's happening? What's the latest? Talk to us. Kind of curious. Yes. Cloaked is saying, go SoFi. All those $15 January calls are looking better by the minute. Funny how that works. Funny how that kind of comes around. I'm pricing myself out of the software engineer market, trying to invest while I can. Right on, buddy. Well done, Carter, says Chris. Way to go, man. Just keep improving yourself. You're worth every penny. 1469 on Rocket Lab, up $1.17. 1588 SoFi, 208.45 on GameStop, up 570 today. Beautiful stuff. And some people are asking me. I got a question here about. I have a cash account right now. Should I consider going into a margin account? The only reason you'd go into one of the only reasons to go into a margin account is if you're going into the options business. You're going to be writing calls, writing puts. If you're going to be in the options to write contracts, you may want to be, or you may have to have a margin account from your broker, which gives you additional coverage, buying power, and collateral possibilities. So each broker term is different. You got to figure it out for yourself, depending on who you trade with and how they work their stuff. Okay, let's see. And it's pretty reasonable. MTTR is consolidating a bit today. Well, Matterport has had a good run. 1728 right now. It is near the low of the day here. In the last month, it's gone from that 14 something hood 1350 up to as high as what. We were at like $18 here, so it's had a good run. We gotta give it that, and it's going to consolidate. But this could be a 1 hour consolidation, and that's it. It's going to go higher because Matterport is the kind of company that is being discovered by a lot of new people daily. And I just don't see the Matterport stock staying under 20 much longer. I just don't. I see Matterport between 20 and 30. And that's going to get to the point where we're going to start looking at writing options on some of these stocks. Look at your Rocket Lab, look at your SoFi. These guys pop up $5, $7, $8 each, and next thing you know, you're writing calls, and you're going to start bringing in all kinds of money here, folks. Get ready to get richer. Let's see. Hey, Bruce, could Rocket Lab hit 1820 any day? How long would this volume have to be sustained to hit that? I just see Rocket Lab's the awareness of Rocket Lab expanding, growing and growing and growing, and price movement will bring in more buyers and more buyers and more buyers. And so I see Rocket Lab breaking through the 20 mark. Not too long from now. It might be this week, it might be next week, but when it does, that's not the top. It's just going to keep on going, and that's where you guys are going to have some opportunities here. Let's see. SoFi selling salvo is taking hold. Would expect the better the earnings report for Gamestop, the more violent the attack on the stock. I don't know, Gavin. We'll see. I swear I'd never use margins. So easy to get wrecked, but I'm tainted by Wall Street bets. I'm sure there are responsible things to do. Dana Carter, I'm pretty well known for my artichoke heart dip and my garlicky lamb loin chops. If we can do something with that as a business now, doesn't matter what GameStop reports. It will crash regardless, says Associates. Well, we'll find out. It depends on just what are they going to talk about. And, if they were to shock us, maybe not us, maybe we wouldn't be shocked by this, but do you think the stock market as a whole would be shocked if GameStop came out with a special dividend that had to do with a coin-based currency? Oh my goodness! They came out with a coin-based currency special dividend thing, some kind of a coin. Man, I've speculated on this for months. I've talked about this, and so have you. Boy, that would really shake up the market. I think that would really cause headlines. Would it cause the stock to go up on its own? I don't know. I mean, people would need to be able to interpret the ramifications of such a move. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Gonna be something. We've been through this game before. Obviously, since January, we've all been watching the GameStop story and following the GameStop everything, but it might change another direction entirely. Is the stock going to crash? What do you mean by that? I guess I'm going to ask you. Do you think if you say one person says crash, one person thinks one thing, another person thinks another. In other words, so crash and GameStop, what does that mean? Does it go back to 150, 160? Is that a crash? 100 a share, is that a crash? $50 a share, is that the crash? Everybody has their interpretation. If everyone thinks it's going to go down, then it's going to go up. Because that's how it usually works. When everyone's on one side of the teeter-totter, it can do the opposite because this is the markets, man. And there are people out there who are going, I'm going to go contrary to the market sentiment. I'll go the other direction. We'll see. A lot of people might think it'll go down, but they actually believe it will go up, or wouldn't be surprised if it did go up. I can tell you this. I'll be here Thursday. And then on Friday, I'll be watching the market from the truck, and on Monday, I'll be back on the air to cover it with you. So we're around. Let's see what's going on. Let's go. Here we go. GameStop crashed the last two times. Third time, probably rock it up. I'm going to hold, but I have $649 sell limit just in case of a squeeze, holding or not. 1586 on SoFi. If SoFi closes above 16, my beer bong offer still stands. I don't know if I can get my wife to agree with it again, though. That might have been a one-time deal. Fenneville, good morning, Uncle Bruce. Hope your packing over the weekend went well. Oh, gosh. We have about 30 garbage bags going to the dump of stuff, at least. And many other items. We have tons of stuff going to charity. We have some folks coming to pick up stuff that they've committed to, and then the rest gets packed. We really Oh, I cannot wait for this week to be over. I really can't. As much as I have enough. I like the area of Creston. I've enjoyed living here. It's okay, but it's not my lifelong home. It's not my. I wasn't born here. I didn't grow up here. I don't have deep friends here. It's just a nice area. It really is. It's beautiful. You ever come up here? It's pretty. But we're moving on. We're moving on, and the nomad world is beginning, and that I'm excited about that, dreading it, and fearing it, and anticipating it, and excited about it, and looking for it's all the emotions. Jen and I have all the emotions, but it is happening. It is going to happen. So there you go. Beer bong, says Cheddar Stacks. I mean, if they're going to issue an NFT and there are 200 million stocks that exist, what will happen next? See, there you go. Good or bad earnings, hedge funds will drive the price down to show GameStop is overloaded. The truth is just a few of us here, welcome to this channel, think GameStop will go back to the 180 level. 600,000 users at Superstock Reddit think this ER would be going to the moon. Hopefully this time it's different. My experience has been that most stocks go down after earnings report, even if earnings are good for a little while. Bama Babe, you know it. We've been watching this, haven't we? Just unbelievable. Well, we'll find out, Bama Babe, soon enoug tomorrow afternoon. not much more time to wait about that. Rocket Lab 1504 up $1.50. SoFi 1592 up 76 cents. GameStop 206.03 up 328. We have got three big gains here. Matterport down 90, ME down 56, Smart Rent down 26, Spire down 41, ATI up 2.5, and Sexter up 59. So we have four down, four up, I guess, on the old SPAC lists, and GameStop higher. We've got AMC higher at 290. Robinhood down 18 cents. IBM breaking our hearts down 63. Royal Caribbean up 26 cents, only up 26 cents. That's what we got. The Dow's down 206, and we've got an S&P down 14.71, NASDAQ up 4.4. So that's where we're at right now. We're waiting to see just what is going to happen here. My goodness. Can SoFi break 16 today? I think it can. I have a suspicion it just might do that. It could be a little consolidation first, but we've traded 4.8 million today, and it's holding a gain. Rocket Lab has traded 2.9 million at 15.19 right now. High of the day on Rocket Lab looks like 15.50, which we may have just touched. 15.29 right now. We may have just touched that 15.50 a moment ago on a little blip here. 15.84 on SoFi right now. Very, very interesting developments here. The Rocket Lab hit 15. That's right. Don't forget the 330,000 users on our GameStop. Sextant warrants up to $2. The Sextant warrants. Those of you who did not sell your warrants and are just sitting on them, they're going higher because your Sextant is going higher. Free gift. Sell them whenever you want. Nice. Got my 23andMe report back Saturday. I'm 82% French and German and 15% British and Irish. And Italian snuck in there for 3%. I'm most likely going to die from a violent heart attack. So that's cool. All right, on Austin. Wowee. 29,100 sell wall on SoFi at 16. They're desperately trying to keep it under 16. That won't stop it. With millions traded already, that's not going to stop this stock. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Once it breaks through there could be 1 million shares of additional buying coming in behind it, and that'll take you to 1650. We'll see. Feniville, Associates, our GameStop and our Superstock shares, the same thinking, though. I am long GameStop holder and selling covered call as my game. So either up or down, I'm still good. It's all good stuff. Right on. Rocket Lab, 1558 looks like right now. 1554, 1558, new high. Touched 1580 here. Rocket Lab climbing again, up $2 today. Congratulations, everybody. A SoFi up 61 cents to 1578. Watching these markets, 206.03 up 328 on GameStop. And this is in a market where the Dow is off 195 points. We have these stocks doing this well Rocket Lab up $2 a share with a 196 down Dow day today, 13-point drop on S&P today. So the big markets are not helping these stocks. These stocks are saying, the heck with you guys, we're going our own direction. Vanderbilt, good luck. Rocket Lab went up another buck. Why the face? I'm just smothered. Brained ape holding. I'm a smooth-brained ape. I'm just hanging on. 1546, 1548, 1580 for the high on Rocket. It is jumping about, but it is jumping higher. SoFi 1579 up 63. Gamestop 208, 206.89 up 414 on the GameStop. Matterport unfortunately down $1.08. ME down 61. Smart Rent down only 18 now. Spire down 34. ATIP down a half a penny. Sextera up 51 cents to 9.72. IBM breaking everybody's heart down 57 cents at the moment. That's where we're at. Most interesting morning here. Lots of stuff going on here. Bruce, why didn't you tell us to buy more? Why not? Rocket Lab moving so fast, my portfolio chart is lagging. There you go. Oh my, Rocket Lab 1569 coming on, 1581 coming on, 88 coming on, new high. We're going for $16 on Rocket Lab here. It's like happening. It's just skyrocketing. It is on the roll here. 1585 on SoFi, 207.40 on GameStop. 3.6 million practically traded now on Rocket Lab. SoFi 1584 on 5.2 mil. GameStop 207.42 on 524,000. Picking up some steam on some of these stocks. Down 217 on the Dow though. What can I say? Any bargain hunters for Matterport? Yeah. Rocket Lab, go baby, go. I have a 15-minute lag on my account, so it's no use looking at that with U.S. stocks. There you are. Interesting run. 1573 on Rocket Lab. High of the day, 1590. 1580 on Rocket Lab. And we're at 1580 on SoFi. Unfortunately, Matterport, 1674, down $1.30, but it can turn $1.30 in 5 minutes as well. So do not be surprised if these stocks come around. ME at 838, Bargoon down there. Smart Rent 1369, Spire 1146. ATIP just went positive. Sextera up 46 to 967. All right. Rocket Lab is mooning because I chose to buy ATIP instead. I'm an idiot. Says Austin. I thought I was a genius selling my Rocket Lab. SEPT 7TH, 1250 calls, and the stock was at 1250. Oh, well, yeah, you kind of gave up too soon, didn't you? But, it is what it is. I think these shares will go higher yet. 1592 on SoFi. We're taking a run now at 16 again. SoFi coming on. 1592 right now. Interesting. SoFi. High today, 1597, 1591.92 right now on SoFi shares. Nice. 1550 on Rocket Lab. Yeah. Down 209, down 210 on the Dow. Interesting stuff. I wanted to show you guys something. I got 700 of you here. This might be the highest number the show gets at the moment. We're packing and repacking and stuff. You find stuff you haven't seen in years. I found a couple of things I thought I would show you today that I haven't seen in quite some time. This first little thing here, this means a lot to me. This was a day that no American will ever forget. No Canadian will forget it. If you were around when this happened, we'll never forget. What I'm holding here, just in my hand, is an Alaska Airlines airline ticket that I never got to use. I was able to take the first leg of the flight, but not the second leg of the flight. And I'm going to show you, as I hold it closer to the camera, you'll understand why I didn't take this second flight. This was when I traveled from Palm Springs to Vancouver, British Columbia, and I was supposed to return from Vancouver back to Palm Springs. and I never got the flight in. You'll take a look right here. Here's the date right here in question. September the 11th, Tuesday, right there. September the 11th, Tuesday. Vancouver to Palm Springs. I was supposed to leave Vancouver at 11 in the morning and arrive at 3:12 in the afternoon in Palm Springs. But on September the 11th, on that day, the world completely changed, as did, I'm sure, many of you. I, of course, will never throw this away as a memento of that day. And I didn't get home until quite a number of days later. As a matter of fact, I always have notebooks. Even now, I have a giant notebook for all of my notes for my channels. But when I traveled a lot on the air, I used to use these notebooks here, this kind of size. And I wrote down on September the 14th. I don't know if you see that right there. September the 14th, 2021, or 2001, right here, 2001, September 14th. My trip from Vancouver to Palm Desert. I couldn't fly out of Canada to get south because all flights were canceled. And Alaska was telling me that it would take at least until about the 21st, 22nd, or 23rd of September to get me out of Vancouver back to Palm Springs. And Jennifer Jr. were expecting me home on the 11th, and I wasn't going to wait another 10 days. So when I got the chance to get out, that was the 14th of September. I had my first shot at getting out. And what I had done was I was able to score a one-way ticket from Seattle to Ontario, California through Southwest Airlines. And the airlines were very accommodating, as accommodating as they could possibly be. And I could buy a one-way ticket for half the price of a round-trip ticket without any shenanigans from the airlines. And what happened was I left my business partner's house at 9:15 in the morning by cab to go to the Greyhound bus station. Got there at 9:30, left at 11:30 on a bus from Vancouver to Seattle. We arrived at New Westminster at 11:50, left New Westminster at 12:05 just to stop on the way. We arrived at the border at 12:35 in the morning, or in the afternoon, 12:35. And this is an hour and 5 minutes into the bus ride. We got to the border, and we got to the border stop at 1:15. It took 40 minutes to get from the border line to the border itself, and we were through customs and back on the bus by 1:40. It was 25 minutes. I was shocked at how fast it was. I was so relieved, but it was well run. We left customs at 1:45. And I contacted Jennifer 10 minutes later to let her know I was in Washington, the United States. I was in the U.S. We arrived in Bellingham, Washington at 2:45. At 3:20, we arrived in Mount Vernon. And at 4:17, we arrived in Everett, Washington. And we arrived in the downtown Greyhound station at 5:02 in the afternoon in downtown Seattle. So from Vancouver, from my business partner's house at 9 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon, I got to Seattle. It took that long to get to Seattle, which is normally in a car, you could do it in an hour and a half, 2 hours max. Not this day. 5:25, I arrived at the SeaTac airport by cab, and at 6:25, departed from gate Southwest to San Jose and Ontario, and at 8:15 we arrived in San Jose, and at 8:40 we left San Jose. We landed in Ontario at 9:48 in the evening. 12 hours and 30 minutes to get from Vancouver to Ontario, California on September the 14th, 2001, and boy, was I a happy guy to be in Ontario, California after 12 and a half hours of travel to be able to see Jennifer and Jen Jr. They drove from Palm Desert by car, the car we were always renting, They drove with the car to come and get me, and was I relieved to see them, and vice versa. These are days you just don't forget as a parent, as an adult. Just what, how it happened and what the world was like when everything changed so dramatically. But I found my notebook that I never threw away. I found my ticket I never threw away. I refer to it from time to time, and I just shake my head at, my God, what happened from the September 10th and before was one world. September 11th forward is now another world. And what would I give to go back? Would just have the world be back to what it was? It would be. I just wish it could, but it can't. It just won't. And here we are in today's world, and wow, what a place. But we make do with what we have. We do the best we can, and we keep moving forward. SoFi, 1593, kids. 1593 on SoFi, trying to break $16. 1518 on Rocket Lab, 209 on GameStop, up 625 now. Come on. Matterport still under pressure, 1667 down $1.29. The low of 1635, though. We may have touched the low of the day on Matterport. I don't know. 1 million traded now. ME at 832, the low of 831. This might be the low of the day for ME. I don't know if it's a low of all time, but that's where it's at. Smart Rent, 1341. 1332 was a low. This might be the low of the day here. Spire, 1126, 1120 for the low of the day. I don't know if this is the low of the day or not. 189,000 volume. ATIP up 2 cents, and Sextera 970 up 49 cents. AMC up 378, doing great. Hello, Jen. She is alive and up and running. We're up 209.88, the high on GameStop. We just touched it few moments ago. Looks like we're at 208 right now, and we've got SoFi at 1596, 2 cents away from the high of the day, 4 cents from $16 on SoFi. We're up 80 cents, trying to break it. And we got Rocket Lab doing great, up $1.86 at 15.38 a share. Rocket Lab doing fabulous today again. Another strong day. The Dow, unfortunately, down 251, down 0.71%. S&P off a 0.4%, down 19 points. NASDAQ down 5 points, 0.04 of a percentage point. Very little. Oil still down $1.11 right now at 68.52. There you have it. The early morning returns, as we say, are happening here. And the Dow is not helping matters at all. The worst performers on the Dow 30, let me take a look at the latest here, see if I can update this list for us. Excuse me. We've got the losers now. 3M down 560 a share. Amgen down 550. Boeing down 4.25. Honeywell down 393, United Health Group down 318, Home Depot down 288. I'm surprised about Home Depot being off, because with the hurricane damage and variant scenarios, I would have thought that Home Depot would be higher, but perhaps supply chains situations are beginning to affect it. I don't know. Johnson & Johnson down 284, Microsoft down 280, Salesforce down 270, McDonald's down 250. Walmart down $1.80, Merck down 170. Same with Travelers. Caterpillar down $1.25. IBM down $1.25 at the moment. Winners, very few. Goldman is the winner, up $1.98. Goldman Sachs. Visa up 168. JP Morgan up 123. Apple up $1.20 or so. American Express up about 80 cents. Chevron up a dime. Intel up 9 cents, and Dow Inc. Chemicals up 1 penny. So your bankers are your bigger winners right now. Goldman, Visa, JP Morgan, American Express are 4 of the 5. Apple is right in there, the third highest performer, best performer today at the moment. That's what we've got going on in this market, kids. What can I tell you? It is what it is. 1598 on SoFi, and let's just say 16 on SoFi right now. We just hit 16 a share on SoFi. We need a bit of a buying wave to buy through that. Will that happen? We'll watch for it. SoFi trading at $16, first time in a while, on 6.6 million now on SoFi. Way to go, SoFi. Yeah. Jen, how's it going?
You're sounding very clogged up.
I am. I must be. I don't know. Maybe it's something in the air. I don't know.
A little bit of. Well, yesterday was clear. We had a little bit of smoke on Sunday.
Yeah.
But
much nicer yesterday.
Probably, us, singing along to the radio while we pack everything. You think that's it?
That was probably.
Or is it just that internal screaming because we're packing everything?
I think what I was doing was going, I can't believe how much crap we've got, and I'm throwing stuff away.
Yeah.
When will it end?
That's right. We're just living for Saturday afternoon.
Oh gosh, we're just praying for I'm praying for next Sunday, where I can just lie back and go, it's over. We've got it in storage. The house is shut. The house is off to the other people, and we're done with that. The cat is gone, and it's okay, and everything's fine. 1603 on SoFi. That's good.
That's good.
We're just hoping that'll be the deal. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping I'm not sitting there going, I really want the Bubba. I wonder which box it is.
Oh, gosh. I wonder what box we packed that in. What did we pack that in? I don't know. I think we're going to be so panicked we're going to be living out of these suitcases that we're just going to kind of get used to that now as the new normal.
Yeah.
And you just quickly adjust. We'll be in some kind of an Airbnb scenario for a month in Calgary anyway to kind of start it off. So it'll be an easy transition. It's the old hometown. Storage unit's just over there, that part of town. We can always go there to get stuff. Well, don't know what box it is in, but we have an idea, but I think we'll be able to adjust. And then we got to pare down even more to leave in storage what we leave, because we're flying out of Calgary most likely,
right,
rather than driving out because we still can't drive. Wow, 1603 for the high on SoFi today. I think, 1603 was the high trade on SoFi right now. Oh, well, yeah, we got work to do. Oh, gosh. I can't believe I'm not any thinner. All the work I've done, all the lifting I've done.
Oh, you're absolutely thinner.
I'm slimming out.
You're slimmer from behind.
Slimmer from the back end. And, but it's difficult when you're only 4 foot 8 inches anyway.
Well,
you always have that.
Distribute the weight.
You always have that stocky weight look,
Yeah. As short women, we suffer with that too.
Yeah, I mean, Jen wears those spike heels all the time to give her that vertical look with that long hair of hers,
Yeah.
But I don't have that advantage, I have to wear those stilts. I have to wear those stilts that Lieutenant Dan wears.
You wear like the disco platform boots that you used to wear.
The ones with the goldfish in the heels. The platform boots, the acrylic platform boots with a.
I know. I always thought, how is PETA not paying attention to this?
How does that happen? How does that happen? Oh my gosh! Back to 16 on SoFi. We got the 1603 back to 1598. Now we're back to 16 again. The battle is on at $16 a share on SoFi.
There you go.
As we figured it would.
So what you gonna have?
Well, it's Bagel Day today, and I'm thinking bagel and Cheese Whiz if we have Cheese Whiz.
Yes, we do.
I think that's the way to go today. Yeah, it's an everything bagel. You can't get sesame seeds around here. That's another reason we got to leave Crescent. We can't find a steady, reliable source of sesame seed bagels. We can't go to the U.S. to get them. We might as well go to Calgary and then fly to California because there's Costco's down there. You know what, though? I don't think the Costco's down there have the sesame seed bagels in California. I don't believe so, because Costco's are not famous for sesame seed bagels in the South. Canada, they have them. Canada's got the sesame seed bagels in Calgary. But I'm going to have to find a source for sesame seed bagels in the U.S. I'm going to have to. We'll find them. We'll figure it out. Yes, we'll figure it out. Welcome one, welcome all to the show. Jen and I are pleased to welcome you in. Those of you becoming members of this channel, it's one of the perks you get to send us messages and emojis. And I'm pleased to have you here. Great to see you guys. Thank you all. Let's see what's being said here. Rocket Lab is moving so fast. My portfolio chart is lagging. Love these comments. I had 43 Rocket Lab contracts for September. Timing is key, or you could just take Uncle Bruce's advice on short playing SPACs. Let's see. Just scooped up some Matterport at 1660. Hopefully, it'll be a good choice. 1641 right now in Matterport. Still on a bargain level here. 830 bargain on ME. 1350 on Smart Rent, and Spires 1115 all on sale this morning. ATIP up 4 cents now. Sexter up 53. We've got Rocket Lab up 204 to 1556. We have SoFi 1594 to 1596. High 1603. The Dow down 260 points. It is the culprit today. Hi, Jen from John. Good morning, Jen from Nelson. Julia. Hi, Uncle Bruce. Have any of us give price targets on SoFi? We heard 25 and 30 on SoFi. Why the face, Microsoft? You're not meant to go down. You're never supposed to go down. Tim is saying, I pretty much ran out of powder a month ago, so I'm just in for the ride. Globe, I still have about a half a dozen or so newspapers with from 9/12/01 with the Trade Center towers and shambles and on fire that were printed in my local area, sorted in a tote up in the attic that I saved. Dude, it hit 59. I'm a penny away from dusting off Bongzilla. That's been done. There it is. Bongzilla's has been hit and breached. Yep, 1603. That's right. Since today, I started loving online banking and the phone amplifier. By the way, thanks for the fancy signature from you both. We do autograph the cell phone amplifiers when we ship them out. We can only ship out today and tomorrow, and that's it. We can't ship out anymore after the next 2 days. So if you want a cell phone amp, this is your last chance to order one. $60 will get you one sent by airmail. But you got to get the order in through PayPal today or tomorrow, and really not even tomorrow. It would have to be by today because we have to stop that. We've got a few left that are going into storage because we can't take them with us. They're too heavy. Oh, man. Good morning, Fenneville. It seems Matterport's done bleeding. Let's see. Our Costco has sesame bagels in Knoxville. That's good to hear. I can see how Bruce will travel with a suitcase full of bagels. Not much longer, though, says John Van. Well, I have to thank Bruce today for giving us insight to these SPACs. My wealth is gaining. I'm happy to hear this, not leaving anything on the table, in and out. By the way, in Germany, the REWE or Edeka mostly has bagels, but you have to ask an employee or you search for one product out of 1,000 other products, at least the cheap and expensive ones. Interesting. Let's see here. Rocket Lab 1546 up 194. SoFi 1598 up 82 cents. GameStop 206.12 up 337. Matterport 1653. Low of the day on Matterport 1635. 18 cents better right now. 1.2 million volume on Matterport. This could be the bargain here. ME 828 down 70. The low of the day 826. We're at the lowest level. Smart Rent 1343, low of the day 1332. We're 11 cents better than the low on 129,000. That might have been it. Spire 1116, low of the day 1120. This is the low of the day 1116 right now. This is it, the low of the day at the moment. ATIP up 4, Sexter up 60 cents to 980 now, climbing. AMC up $3, 47.02. High of the day for AMC 47.82 today. Interesting. Robinhood down 40 cents. IBM down 82 cents. The Dow down 268. 35,100 right now. 35,083 was the low. The high all time, 35,631. We're now 530 points from the high of all time for the Dow. Not that much of a drop, really. There you have it, kids. That's what's going on here watching these markets. Very interesting day today. $60 will get you a third of a GameStop, by the way. Is that your cat in the background? People want to know. No. This cat. No, this is just a greeting card with a pussy cat on it. That's all that was. Splair is saying that TV app, cell phone app's really great. I recommend it for anyone who hates that phone, is in a comfortable place, and Bruce sounds better. There you go. Thank you. Uncle Bruce, thanks for bringing that story up. I'm actually flying back home on 9/11 after taking my first vacay of the year. Bill, a smile plus coffee plus Uncle Bruce, son plus coffee plus Uncle Bruce. Started my day. Right on, Bill. Welcome to the channel and the show. Nice to have you here. Unfortunately, the Dow is not cooperating. We're down 274 points, 0.78 of a percentage point. S&P down 18.7, NASDAQ down 5.1. Oil down only 68 cents, but still negative on the day. Rocket Lab 1545 up a $1.93, doing great. SoFi up 80 cents, 1596, doing great. GameStop up 373, doing okay. Dropped 10 yesterday on Friday, now up 373 today, the last trading day. Matterport not doing great, down 154 to 1642, the low of 1635. So it's bargain territory. And 23andMe at bargain territory, 828 now. Smart Rent down at 1342, and Spire down 1116. All for bargains here. Buy them low and ride them up is the way you want to do it. If you dare, 1598 SoFi, high of the day 1603 on the SoFi shares today. That's where we're at, kids. The Dow is not making it easy for us to enjoy a nice move. Anyway, there you have it. That's the name of the game here. Yes, Bagel acquisition scenarios. We won't have any problems in Calgary because we'll be close to our numerous Costco stores in Calgary, so we won't have any trouble at all finding bagels in Calgary. Not a trouble, not a problem. He said we can't take bagels through the airplane. Through the airport, I don't think we can do that. So I'm not sure we won't bother taking bagels with us to the USA. I'm sure I can find bagels in the United States of America. I'm sure we'll be fine. CYXT is running today. A Wall Street Journal, El Salvador becomes first country to adopt Bitcoin as a national currency or official currency. Bitcoin, these are the best days. There you have it. We got... cloaked. I'm holding out hope for ME. I bought 3 calls back when it was trading at 10 as a SPAC, 2 1250s and a 15 Jed call, but both are down 70%. Not looking good right now. Yeah, not everyone is a winner at the moment, but we've had some turnarounds and hope we'll get some more. 160102 on SoFi. We're back up again over 16, and here we are. Thank you, Jen. We got our everything bagel with the Cheese Whiz on it. The Canadian version of Cheese Whiz. A little different than the U.S. version. 1602 on SoFi. The high of the day, 1603. 1605 apparently we just touched. So we've had another new high on SoFi here. Very good. And there's not a single bagel in the United States, Bruce. They've all been banned. Just so you know, they've all been banned. There are no bagels in the USA. Don't be looking for any bagels down there. Well, I'll be enjoying an everything bagel with my Cheese Whiz on it here. In the meantime, everybody, welcome one and all. $16 on SoFi. Okay. Good morning, Bruce. The FAA says bagels are okay. Cheese Whiz will be a problem if it's over 3 ounces. USA is in the bagel belt. There's the bagel belt. Right on. You ever tried poppy seed bagels? I have, and there are poppy seeds on this one, but I'm not a big fan of the poppy seeds. They get in the teeth, and you're hard to love the sesame seeds. They still get in the teeth too, but a nice roasted poppy seed in the toaster. Oh, it tastes great. Can you buy you can buy candy bagels at Dunky? Really? Okay. Fenville, Cloak, same here. 12.17, 12.5, 7 halves, A7, 51% down at the moment. Yep, there's winners and losers right here. SoFi, 1602. Uncle Bruce, bagels make you constipated. What precautions do you take to hedge against that? Speak for yourself. 1606 on SoFi. 1606 for the high. Love the SoFi action today. Go, SoFi, go. That $16 barrier really wasn't a factor today. Not a factor. SoFi, 8.19 million. Really good. Rock and roll, man. Let's go. Still down 260 on the Dow. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, here's the everything bagel on the other side here. You got sesame seeds, poppy seeds, little bits of onion on there. Yeah, cool. Mm. Go SoFi. People are going to get rich on SoFi. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Just tuning in. What's up with MTTR? Matterport, 1635, down a $1.61. And the low of the day, 1621, just a few minutes ago. We're still hitting new lows. Bargoon City, ME, on a bargoon hunt here, 826 low, 832 right now. Smart Rent's on a bargain hunt too, down 69 cents to 1337. We're looking for deals there. Spire on sale, 1093, down 92 cents. That is the low of the day here on 212,000. That is a deal. ATIP up 3. Sextera up 73 to 994. It's at the high of the day. So we got some real winners and a couple losers. SoFi up 1602. Rocket Lab up $1.73. Sextera is up. But I'll tell you, it's a battle. Well, it could be some shorting on SoFi, but got down to the 14, it stopped. Now it's back to 16. If you're a shorter, you got to be nervous on SoFi now. You got to be nervous. It's a few hours short. I'm just a few hours short of south of Chicago. Nothing beats a poppy seed hot dog. Buy the dip, says Matt. Yeah, Julia, is this a good buy? Smart at 15 call, expiring March 22 for $1.78. I'd be pushing you into the 1250s. Try to get the 1250s instead. You're in the money by 80 cents. Maybe the premium is lower. I try to go there. Tim should have waited with that purchase of Matterport, but oh well. Davis, what's with Matterport? Don't let the poppy seed get stuck in your, you know what? Matterport got me all excited at 9:30, but then I sat down. He's long on brand moves. He doesn't want to say it. My Sextera almost back even hasn't happened ever. Who likes roller coasters? Roller coasters. What can I say? SoFi 1601.02, up 85. We've got a Rocket Lab at 15.16, up $1.64. We have GameStop up 342 to 206.17. Matterport 1626 on sale. ME 830 on sale. Smart Rent 1330 on sale. Spire 1119 on sale today. They're all backing off. 997 on Sextera, pushing the $10 issue price here. Nice to see it. Nice to see the Sextera coming on, up 76 cents on 169,000 shares. That's all the volume. That's all we got. Amazing. Okay. Go, stocks, go. Matterport is still on lockup. Volatile, just on news. It'll go back up. Just buy far out options. I'm amazed by Matterport technology. Considering trying to start a business Matterporting houses for estate agents and builders. There you go. Insurance companies too. And resorts. Lots of potential here. Our Matterport March 22nd $15 call options a good buy for $370. $15 worth of buck 54 in the money. So you're paying about a $220, $215 premium for March 22s. Yeah, March 20. Yeah, that's rich. I'd be looking at 1250s. Try to get more value. Try to get more book value on these. You now buy the Matterport camera in Europe. Looks like Matterport's coming up. Yeah, it went down to 1621 now, 1661 now. Matterport's 40 cents higher on a bounce back right now. It's coming on. ME hit 826. It's now 831. Smart rent still around the low, 1315 now 1321. Spire 1093 for the low, now 11. So little bounces here and there, not too much. SoFi 1596. Go. Nazareth, way to go. You got 15s and 1750s. Good job. Good job. Did you see Matterport and Smart Rent merging? No. No, I don't see that. Bill, I know, but around where I live, you've never seen any Matterport scans on Rightmove. I don't know what that means. $15.99 on SoFi. Matterport 16.59. Matterport looking a little better right now. Just about finished this bagel. Scooping up all the seeds. Oh boy. Oh boy, so good. So good. Pour us a little more cola here. Oh, I'm on regular Diet Coke right now. I tried to buy caffeine-free Diet Coke the other day. They only had one 12-pack of caffeine-free, and they had a deal, 2 for like so many dollars. So I had to buy a second. I had to buy a regular. So I'm getting all caffeined up on you. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Regular Diet Coke. Ooh, he's getting all jacked up. Oh, man, look out. He's out of control. That Coke's going to kill you, you know. Yeah, I've been drinking this stuff since I was 15. It's going to get me. I'm at 66 now, almost 66. It's going to kill me for sure. Any moment. I'm waiting for it to come and take me away. Gamestop looking to fight. Bruce catching the buzz. Those SoFi 14, April 22, 15 calls I bought for $325 are doing nice already. I still have 7 months left. There you go. That's right, baby. You ain't seen nothing yet. You're going higher. You're going higher. I figured GameStop, buy, wave, come now. Flippers are holding for earnings. Some stores don't require you to buy the full amount to get the sale price. That's true, but I did want 2 cases of cola. So what do you think rationale behind the Matterport and the dip? I honestly don't know if there's a rationale behind it. I really don't know. I really don't know. Uncle Bruce, you're not afraid to die? Well, who isn't? I'm sure. But you know, they told us as kids that if you drank soda, you know, when the adults were drinking soda and booze, that was okay. But for a child to have 2 ounces of Coca-Cola, oh, that's going to kill you. Oh, it's going to rot your teeth out. It's going to cause brain problems. You remember those days? Oh gosh, yeah. Okay, fine. Sure. All right. You live long enough, some's going to get you. I would think so. Uncle Bruce, that Coke's going to kill you any decade now. That's right. You're in your 80s or 90s or 100s, but soon, you mark my words, sir. Someday you're going to die of this stuff, and you'll regret drinking it for 80 years of your life. You're going to regret. You should have been drinking beer and scotch the whole time, and should have been smoking those tarry cigars. What were you thinking drinking that Coca-Cola? No one gets out of life alive. That's right. No one leaves the firm alive. They're still like a war against sugar children even now. It's unbelievable. My parents had a 1 soda a day rule. I cherish that do daily. Occasionally would sneak a second in there. What don't kill you makes you stronger. That's right. There you go. Oh man, my dad had a pretty good rule in the house. I gotta admit, it's one of the cool things about living where I lived in the house I was in. We used to get our sodas at a place called a Pop Shop, which was a kind of a bottling center. We had a bottling center for the Pop Shop a few miles from where we lived, and we owned. My dad owned an Econoline van, a Ford van that had the seats in it and had lots of room for storage. So the deal was, the old man had a pretty good arrangement with me. He said, "Look, if you're going to go to the Pop Shop, you take the empties back to the Pop Shop. They give you money. Pick up whatever colas and sodas you want, just to make sure, though, there's certain soda your mother enjoys that we, for drinks and stuff, and then all the Coke you want, whatever you drink, and your sisters, buy it, get the receipt, give me the receipt, and I'll pay you for it." So all I had to do was dip into my own cash, take the empties back, buy up stuff, cost $15 or whatever, gave him $15, got the receipt. I never forgot the receipt because I'd get my $15 back. And I'd hand my dad the receipt, and he'd give me the money for the receipt. And there was always soda in the house as long as I went and got it. So the sisters would look up to the brother and go, Are you going to this? We're getting out of running low on pop shop stuff. And so I would do these runs, and I would take 4 cases of empties back. Each case be 12 bottles per case. Then bring 4 cases of new stuff. And since we're buying in such bulk and volume, the cost per bottle of this stuff was so cheap compared to at a store. Yeah, that was Pop Shop Cola. Those are the days. I tell you, the old man, he knew what he was doing because he didn't have to do the lifting. I did the lifting, but I was happy to do it. If I die, I will not regret anything. I will be dead, says Coyote. Well, there you go. At least drink a zero sugar, laughing out loud. Coke Zero tastes way better than Diet Coke. Oh, I hate that Coke Zero stuff. I can't stand it. Charlie always has a Diet Coke in front of him. Charlie Munger, what is he, 96? What doesn't kill you will eventually. John, can you dodge a wrench rule? Uncle Bruce, can you dodge a wrench rule? I don't know what that means. Yeah, my girlfriend drinks a lot of Mountain Dew Zero. I just can't stand it. To me, it's not much different than regular Diet Dew with that terrible aftertaste. Nicholas, Uncle Bruce might be made up of 99% cola. What can I say? I just like sugar, says Cloaked. So she's, I drink 1.5 liters of Pepsi Max every day. Bill, my mom used to make me homemade root beer. I remember the thump in the cellar as one would blow up now and then. Woo, Biden. They haven't made an artificial sweetener yet that doesn't taste bad. So she's, how are you not on the toilet all day long? Uncle Bruce, you like diet over zero sugar. I like caffeine-free Diet Coke. That's what I love to drink. I don't love it, but I like caffeine-free Diet Coke. That's the brand. That's the version. That's what I like. And second choice, Diet Coke. That's choice number 2. But caffeine-free is my first. Diet Coke is my second. And I can't remember. I really cannot remember the last time I drank regular Coca-Cola, except maybe you're at a Costco, you buy your hot dog, they give you the cup, you go to the machine, you put the cup into the Diet Coke, you take a sip, and it's real Coke because they've got the lines mixed up. That's the only time I ever recall, recalling having any regular Coke. I just can't stand this stuff. I mean, I can't do it anymore. I had too much sugar, too much caffeine. Just no, can't do it. I mean, sip, sip, but could not drink an entire regular Coca-Cola. Oh no, got to be Diet Coke. Austin wants to know. Associate wants to know. What do you mean, Austin? Farragon, Pepsi Max, but no sugar, no caffeine. What's the point? Zero Coke is good. I just call it brown fuzzy water. To me, it's just a thirst. It's a flavored burpy water with a taste to it, and I'm a happy guy. And don't try to convert anybody. I just kind of say this is what I like. This is what I drink. I'm sorry if it doesn't work for you. Sorry. 1611 on SoFi. While we're talking about cola, we're at 1611 on SoFi. You just hit 1612 for a new high on the stock. I'm happy to see that. And we're just going to go higher and higher and higher on SoFi. That's all there is to it. You'll get rich on it if you can hang around long enough. If you can stand it, if you can stand reaching your break-even level and then reaching a profit level, if you can stand it, leave it alone like Mr. Buffett. How much discipline does this guy have? He'll have millions of shares of a company. He reaches a break-even, and he doesn't do anything. It goes higher, and it goes higher. And in months and years later, he still doesn't sell it. It goes higher. Can you handle it? Can you handle the next couple of months? It's hard to think about. I used to love full fat Coke, but ever since I cut sugar from tea, regular Coke is too sweet. Tim, SoFi at 1612. Bullish on SoFi. All good. Enjoy, Uncle Bruce. SoFi is ripping. That's like all the flavored seltzers they want. Has a burp of flavor in it, nasty stuff. Why isn't Coke one of Uncle Bruce's stocks? He's single-handedly floating the earnings. 1609 right now on the stock, up 93 cents. Thank you, SoFi. 1541 on Rocket Lab, up 189. GameStop holding at 204.10, up 135. Matterport 1638 down $1.58. Low of the day 1621. Waiting for a solid turnaround on Matterport. ME down 61 at 837, low of 826. Smart Rent at 1296, low of 1293 today. This bargoon here. 8TIP is up half a penny. We've got Spire at 1054, 1050 low of the day. Still waiting for that to bottom out. Bargoon City here. Sextera a 996, up 75 cents. 998 high of the day on Sextera. Coming back to the $10 issue level. That's lovely. The IBM still breaking hearts, down 96 cents. The Dow down 261 at the moment. That's where we're at on the big picture here. SoFi 1608, 1609. Go SoFi. S&P down 13 points. NASDAQ up 16 points. So mixed over there is where we have this market. Interesting how we are trading, where we're trading with what we're trading on. And I see SoFi over 16 again. No, a nice little bump from that low 14 range last week before last. Yeah, baby. Devotees, we know he calls it brown, fuzzy waters. The devotees know. No Coke, Pepsi. Oh, gosh. Smart taking a dump. Why isn't my 12 put exploding it expiring next week? Oh, yeah. Pepsi is sweeter. Coke has more bite. Both are good, though. Nazareth, gotta start my meetings. Have a good day, Uncle B and everybody. Thank you, Nazareth. Nicholas, wait, Coke is up 100% in a year. Wow, that's amazing. Well, there you go. 1610 on SoFi, coming back on again, trying to hit a new high. 1613 is the high of the day. 1610 on SoFi right now. And Rocket Lab 1547 up $1.95 a share. Love days like those when SPACs go up $1 or $2 a share in a day. Former SPACs love that. Yes, we do love that kind of performance. Right on. Right on. I'm glad to see some of you folks getting richer. The SoFi, of course, is the big one for a lot of you because many of you have SoFi over and above most of these other companies. And, 18, 20, 22, and 24 a share makes a difference to you guys. 26 to $30 will put you all into new levels of wealth on this stock, and I hope it helps you. And it sure can do it. Waiting for that bank charter. About all the other SPAC calls before VACQ and could only afford half the amount. Sad noises. Ooh. What are you going to do? Hopefully you're getting richer nonetheless. Bazell, hi, Uncle Bruce and Bagel family. Just want to pop in and say congrats on your impending nomad adventures. And I'm so thrilled to hear about the cat. Travel safe, Auntie and Uncle Bruce. Thank you, Bazell, so much. Yes, the cat has been adopted by a family of mom and dad and 3 kids. And they live on 6 acres of land just outside of Creston. And they wanted an outdoor cat. And they got one. They wanted a mouser. Well, they got an outdoor cat from us. I'm not sure how good of a mouser this one will be, but, well, don't feed it enough regular food, it'll start eating the mice. So, yeah, I'm sure our former cat will have a wonderful time on this spread of land. And lots to go exploring with, and the 3 kids will just love it to the nth degree. So, fantastic. I can't believe that you could have bought Rocket Lab at $10 on Thursday. It's now $15.56. Hello, up 204 today. Hello. SoFi 1611, looking good, going higher. Coke should be up. Just a few years ago on any holiday like yesterday, you could get 4 12-packs for 10. Now the best you can find is 3 for 12. It's true. My portfolio is looking so good except for Matterport that is tanking and ruining it. Richard, here comes $1 on SoFi. Yahoo! Yippee! Yeah, we're up 94.95 cents. Looking good on the SoFi. 1610. How about another $1? Let's just keep it running here. Yes, please do keep it running. 1611 up 95. Go, baby, go. Rocket Lab up 204. 1556 on the Rocket Lab. High for the day, 1590, 5.97 million traded. SoFi has traded 10 million shares. 10 million on SoFi. Nice. 204.12 on GameStop. 874,000 volume at this point in time. Oh, man. And Sextera, 991 up 70 cents. Go. IBM down 88. The Dow up down 267. or so. Microsoft down $1, not doing too bad. Microsoft got as low as $298.20. It's now $300 a share again. Apple up $192. Tesla up $21. Having a good day. Royal Caribbean negative again. It got up to 80.29. It's now 79.28. It's been ranging between 77.40 and 80.20. So not quite a $3 range on Royal Caribbean. Down 15 right now on the stock at the moment. Goldman Sachs up 72 cents in this bad market. It's one of the Dow winners, actually. It's one of the best winners on the Dow. Go figure. Yes, 16.12 on SoFi. High today, 16.13. Up 95 cents. SoFi wants to go higher. It just does not want to stay down here. I love this. I would love to see another shot. How about GameStop joining in on the party? Rocket Lab. How about Matterport? Come on in there. 16.56. We want a shot. ME at 8.32 and Smart Rent 13.02. We need a shot there. Spire 10.51. We need a shot on those guys. So let's see what it wants to give us here. Let's see. Apple going up a bit. Let's see here. It's awesome, man. Perfect. Bought SoFi this week. Calls for entertainment. 15.5 and 17, says DraftKings. Go, baby, go. Let's make money on these stocks. All of these stocks. We're up 208 to 1560 on Rocket Lab. 1564 on Rocket Lab. Just another 4-cent jump. Up 211 now. 1590, I think it's a high of the day here. So we're just short of 16 on Rocket Lab. We might head for that. 1607 on SoFi. GameStop 203.76. Nice. Let's go, folks. How are we doing on the show? We're doing pretty good here. We got a good one going, a good start for most part. And let's see. Well, pick home. You could be right, but on the other hand, the shares now might slowly just run back up, slow, but so every hour, 30 cents an hour, 5 hours, and it'll be up on the day. Good. Can do anything. SoFi, please go to $20. Please. Bobster, a reasonable request, I would say. It's been there before. AB, come on, 20 on SoFi. I want to turn my $13 call into a nice January Apple call. How about that? Yes. How rich would you guys be if SoFi went to 25? You'd be a lot richer at 25 a share on SoFi, wouldn't you? That would be a pretty good return on some of your contracts out there that are sitting. Some of you are sitting on 10s and 12.50s, if I recall. Lots of $15 contracts on SoFi in play right now. You're all in the money. Yeah, good times. $2 gain from here to 18.08. That would make a difference quickly on a lot of your contracts. Yeah. 1610 SoFi. Let's go, baby. Let's make it happen. Take it up there. Make my viewers rich and unrecognizable to their friends. Folks, I don't know if you know this, but I wanted to show this off to you today. First of all, this is what you look like when you make real money. That's what, now you know what you're going to look like. How you're going to strut your stuff with that cane of yours and that fancy hat. That's what you're going to look like. But those of you who want to be a little more on the conservative side, you can grab these now. We have these available on our Redbubble store. You can now pick off some caps, all kinds of designs here if you want. Up to you. Even Bagel Time hats, different colors: black, cream, white, blue. Various levels. There's my TWB logo. Driving with Bruce right there as well. Those are available now as well. Pretty cool bean stuff. But here's the kicker right here. If you order today until day after tomorrow, so until Thursday, you get 20% off anything you buy on Redbubble. So if you go to my Redbubble store, anything you get will automatically, you get 20% off if you enter the code, the magic code. And I thought it was on here. How come it's not there? I don't see the code. Where's the code? I'm looking for the code. There's a code. You have to register a code. Oh yeah, here it is. It's Shoptember. That's what it is. That's right. Where was that? Where am I here? Yeah, it's right at the very top here. You notice where it says just above 20% off. It says Shoptember. You have to enter the word Shoptember when you go to checkout. You get 20% off everything on the site. So you want to get a hat, You can get 20% off hats. Buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever you want. You get 20% off of this stuff. You can get 20% off any other items that have my logos on it. You could buy the masks, like my mask here that I have with Jen here. You can buy whatever you want. Coffee mugs, T-shirts, hats. Help yourself. You can grab yourself any of these. Just use this term, Shoptember. All right. So when you go to my store, my Redbubble store, the link is down below or on my homepage. You'll find that term being promoted right now by Redbubble. So there you go. Enjoy that. All right. That would be Pimp Daddy Bruce right there. That's right, baby. You know what? The 24 hours of show and make my 30s palatable. Come on, 20. I want to turn my 13 call into a nice apple there. I like the black stock markets with Bruce hat. Is it Shoptember? Yes, it is. Uncle Bruce, very hard not to sell my January calls on Rocket Lab in the money finally. I know it's hard, but you haven't topped out yet. You're still climbing. You got till January. You got another month to hold these contracts. When the stock reaches 2022, then you're going to look at it and go, now it might be a good time to cash in. Right now, a little low. You're selling a little too early, like $5 too low. Yeah, you got some more money to make here. 1609 on SoFi. Go SoFi. The Dow's still down 253. S&P down 13. NASDAQ up 20 right now. That's where we're at, kids. That's the deal. Welcome one, welcome all. Thank you all of you out there who've been giving my telecast the thumbs ups today. We have 393 thumbs ups now. I want to thank you. I'll give you a cheers around the world for thumbs ups. If you can hit that thumbs up button for me, let's break that 400 barrier. That would be fabulous. Thank you, all of you, for helping out, getting our thumbs ups count higher as we're hitting new highs today on SoFi and Rocket Lab. We got a couple of movers here moving in the right direction. 396 thumbs ups are coming in. Thank you, everybody. Let's get 400 busted right here, right now. 398 are here. Oh, they're going to do it. You guys are doing it for me. There it is. 401 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. Hit those thumbs up button for us and tell the world to beat a path to this channel. Get people over here. That would be terrific. Okay, thank you, everybody. Love you. Maybe I'm thinking I'm in fantasy land terms here, but what are the odds that in 6 months, Rocket Lab is $80 a share? Some few of SPACs ever have done something like that. Well, I don't know if you're going to get that kind of performance. I'm not going to say it can't happen. It could happen, but will it? I don't know about that. But, if Rocket Lab in the next few weeks wants to give you $20 to $30 a share, you should be in a profit position across the board. Same thing with SoFi. You get SoFi into that 25 neighborhood, 30 neighborhood. Oh my gosh, a whole bunch of you are going to be up a bunch of money here. That would be beautiful. GameStop, 350, 400. That'd be kind of nice. That kind of change people's lives around here. I'd be kind of nice too. Anyway, we're all here for you. Why are there so many down votes today? I don't know. I don't understand. There was massive pullback when it happened through to half. No idea. 1666 on Matterport. I think we're climbing again. Yeah, we were down to 1621 now, 1666. So we're 45 cents higher on Matterport. Down $1.30 now on Matterport. It's coming back. ME 828, still only 2 cents above the low. Smart Rent $12.96, only 3 cents above the low. Still bargains here. Spire 1069, we're 19 cents above the low of the day of 1050 right now. Sixter on 995, up 74 cents. You're getting help there. We're up a penny and a half on ATIP at the moment. AMC up 221 to 46, 1920 roughly. Robinhood down 58 cents. Vanik only down 20 cents. It's come back. Home Depot only down $1.12. It's coming back. IBM still down $1. Microsoft down $1. We got Apple up $1.60, and we got Tesla up 21.40. So those two guys are doing just fine. Royal Caribbean down 18. Goldman down 22 cents. Finally went negative on Goldman Sachs. Took all day for that to happen. 1609 on Rocket Lab. We just busted over 1622. We're running on Rocket Lab. 1622 on Rocket Lab, up 269. Hit that like button. Thank you, everybody. I don't see that black hat yet. Great letters on the store. With gray letters on the store. I'm not sure. Just check for it. 1618 Rocket Lab up 266. Looking good. Rocket Lab. This is the high of the day. We've got good stuff going on here. I don't have a specific announcement to tell you. It's 6.9 million volume. It's just being discovered by the street, and it's going higher. Your options out there. Those of you who want Rocket Lab options, you're going to make a lot of money here. You're going higher, and you're just going to get richer. So hang around. Enjoy this run. Fenville, Uncle Bruce, don't know what happened, but my put on Smart bought last week are green. Should I take the profits and run here as well? Smart went down $1.14, so your put is in the money. You went long on the put, so the lower the stock goes, you're in the money. Smart rent $12.92. Look, you might want to take a profit here. This is the low of the day, though. It might go lower, or it might not, but it is down $1.20 on this one, so it's done. It's had an interesting day today. You may want to, cash out, sit on the sidelines. Stock goes higher. You might now want to buy a call, ride the other way. Get a recovery wave for $1 and sell it if you can make money on it. But I don't know. Otherwise, you sell the put and now you write some puts on Smart Rent. Maybe 1250s good for several months. Maybe you get some nice premiums there. I don't know. I do know. You can also look at writing Matterport puts like 15s. Stock's down $1.40. There's possibilities there. 1624 in Rocket Lab, up 262. SoFi at 1602. Very, very interesting run here. Wow, what a morning. What a move here. Never mind, found it. Okay, Michael, it's a 3-horse race now. Market, MTTR, Rocket Lab, and SoFi. Bruce, can you see me outside jumping up and down on Interstate 90? Go Rocket. Yes, I can. I see you, and it's very moving. Rocket Lab, everyone's happy about how it's going. It's just looking better and better, more better all the time. You gotta love it. GameStop just went negative, down 58 cents right now, 202.17. Matterport still down 149. ME down 67. Smart Rent down 125, and Spire down 106. ATIP up a penny, and Sextera up 74 cents to 9.95 right now. Is where we are at the moment. The Dow down 284, down 284.86 roughly at the moment. Let's see. Well, you don't want to be selling these right now, Pete. You don't even want to thinking about selling these right now. This stock is just going to keep on going here. There's a real there's a squeeze going on. I just have a feeling 17, 18 is doable, but sell some of them, whatever. Hey, whatever you want. Pete, I'm up 90%. Well, I like to hear that. Time for our daily GameStop attack. Down 57 on GameStop, 202.18. 1616 on Rocket Lab, hit 1640 odd just a few minutes ago. What a nice little shot that was. It's not a going away company. There it is. Hold my hand, Uncle B. Hold it. GameStop is rising slowly, way oversold. Rebound incoming. Interesting. Still down 65 on GameStop, but it fluctuates. 1651 on Matterport, down 145. Looks like it's improving. Interesting, huh? What a day. Don't sell under 100%, remember. Andy, must be busy at the Lambo dealership. There you go. Oh, man. I sold my Rocket Lab calls when it was at 15.20. Don't be like me. Laugh out loud. Still happy with the profit, though. There you go. The amazing thing about Matterport is it's nothing but good news. But I think it's the low volume selling today that hit the price. I think it could go up easy, but I'm just crystal ball thinking. Yep. That Rocket Lab was a good tip. I'll never forget what's his name. I'll never forget that YouTuber, that old guy, with the no hair, just forehead, and he wears those green shirts sometimes. I'll never forget what's his name. He was the inspiration. He changed my life, but I'll never, ever forget what's his name. Never. Never. You never lose cashing checks. That's right. I wish AB SoFi taking a hit. Well, 1588 got profit taking, a little range, a little consolidation. It's all right. It's all fine. Bargoon time. 1621 on Rocket Lab again. Coming on again. Coming on for another run. 7.6 million volume on Rocket Lab. That's real. That is real money coming in here. Cool beans, man. Super cool beans. 1584 on SoFi. 201.50 on Gamestop, down $1.25. And Matterport back to 1631. Bargoon City on Matterport. 23me 823. Bargoon. Smart Rent 1285. Bargoon. Yeah. A Rocket Lab high today, a 52-week high as well. Is that right? Is that right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's a new high. New all-time high for Rocket Lab. Lovely. Is my little baby Jim. There you go. Nice. Really nice. Like it. I like how this market is working for you guys. This is good stuff. Down 288 on the Dow. We're down 18 on S&P, and the NASDAQ down 4.6. There you have it. I'm going to be live 4 times today. No, only twice today. No, not 4 times. That was yesterday, Monday. I was normally live 4 times. Only live twice. I'm going to be live again at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Thank goodness. I don't think I could do 2 more shows after that. I'm pretty tired from the packing, and we got more to do. We have more stuff to do between shows. I have to do some driving around here, drop some more stuff off, and then come back for the afternoon show. Oh my gosh, we're so busy getting out of here. Oh gosh. Folks, I want you to get richer. Oh, I want you to get rich. Hang in there. I bought 5 Microsoft and 100 ME. I don't know what that means. Building my portfolio day for day. Day for day. Bought 5 Microsoft and 100 ME. I don't know what that means. Cheddar, take care. Take some gains on Rocket Lab. Don't be silly. Hey, Uncle B. Any buying recommendations on today's dips? Well, yeah, Matterport and ME and Smart Rent Inspire. Those are deals. Thanks, Uncle B. Fenville, John Van, any out of the money GameStop call for this week? And DPC, stop that. Rocket Lab earnings tomorrow and has run a lot recently. Interesting earnings coming up tomorrow for Rocket Lab too. Gains are hedged. 23andMe, says Robert Benson. So you bought some Microsoft and 23andMe. That's what you've done. I got you now. Rocket Lab sitting at 1601, up 249, now 1599. SoFi 1582, up 66. GameStop $200.98, 177 drop at the moment. Matterport 1641, down 155. ME down 73 cents. Smart Rent down 116. Okay. Why is ME dipping? Well, that's what they do. Stocks go up, they go down, they fluctuate. They go too high when you don't think they can go as far as they can go. They go too low when you can't believe how low they get. Then they don't do enough in the middle, and they never make everybody happy all the time. They never do. They never could. Not a chance, could they? So you got to just kind of go with your tolerance level. Rocket Lab climbing again, 1607 again. Looks like it's climbing. SoFi 1583. Okay. Yeah, but, it was drastic. Something happened here on ME. I mean, something bad must have happened. I got nothing. I got nothing. Yeah, there's a lot of articles coming out on it. Usually positive. They're usually very positive articles, but I can't tell you minute to minute what, why, how, where, when, whatever. Just bargoons. I just see bargoons from time to time, and then that's how it is. Okay. 1584.85 on SoFi, 1591 on Rocket Lab as we're jumping around. 1595 on Rocket Lab. We're jumping around. All right. You know what? I think the shorters have less firepower. We used to hit SSR every other day. Well, there you are. Yeah, ME. The low on ME at 822. That's not low enough for SSR. Short sale restriction. Yeah, we're down 8.1%, and Matterport down 8.6. So we need more downside on both of these to get them into short sale restriction. Smart Rent down 8%, Spire down 8%. They also need a little more movement on the downside. 997 on Sextera. We're up on that one, so Okay. Rocket Lab, $15.99 again. $15.99. $15.84 on SoFi. 1605 Rocket Lab, just right through 16 like nothing. Just like nothing. Wow. What an interesting trading pattern we got going here. Stocks have never made anyone money, obviously. ME is still up from August. There you go. There you go. ATIP 451 down 3 cents. Sextera 997 up 76 cents. AMC up 180. Giving up a lot of that ground. AMC got up to 47.82. It's now 45.86. So it's given up about $2 from the high of the day. IBM down $1.11. Still breaking hard. 1608. Now Rocket Lab coming on again. Coming on again. All right. $200.50 on GameStop, holding still losing $225 on the day. GameStop is down today, now under the level of break even. Okay. Some of my old MTR calls are down way over 10%. Why can't they be on an SSR? So funny, both Rocket Lab and GameStop earnings tomorrow, and they're both going in different directions. So they were both up, but now one is down, one is up. Kind of a weird market. They do what they do. Matterport and ME getting absolutely obliterated. They're off a little bit. I wouldn't say obliterated, but Matterport might be low enough for the 10% rule. Matterport might have made it down 9% right now, but it was 13 pennies lower, so it might have actually hit the 10% barrier. I'm not sure. ME now 823, down 8.3%, low of 822. So ME has not broken the 10% rule yet. Not yet. Okay. $15.85 on Rocket Lab. SoFi 1580. GameStop 199.29, under 200. It's down 346 right now. Here we go. Bought all the dip I can on ME. Now I'm ready for it to go back to 9. Okay. Okay, ME, I'm ready. You buy it under 9, you sell over 9. It's got this pattern. ME is a buy under 9, and then it pops over 9, and you sell it for a profit. Buy it again. Just saying, it just seems to do this sort of stuff. 1593 on Rocket Lab, up 241. Down 301 on the Dow. This is the lows of the day right now. This could be the lows of the day for everything. I don't know. We'll see. 1593 Rocket Lab. 198.81 on GameStop, down 394 now. There you go. Matterport is down from where it was 5 days ago. It's still up though. There you go. The overall movement is still good. Interesting. Those of you who missed the dip, you got a dip coming your way. On some of these stocks, not all of them, but on some of them, you're getting a dip. What do you think about naked puts on GameStop? Well, a naked put is where it's a cash secured put. You're selling a cash secured put on GameStop. I don't have a problem with those. If you're going to write, a 170, 180, a 190 put contract on GameStop, depending on how long out you go, I think you can make some nice money. I really do. I think you make some really good money. But you got to be prepared with GameStop's next 24 to 48 hours. You're going to have to tolerate this. Uncle Bruce had to take a day job over the summer and missed you all terribly. Hope you, Jen, are having a gang have been super. Thank you. We're hanging in there. Downward pressure today makes Chicago better able to afford to secure the shares for the in-the-money GameStop calls exercise last Friday. I read that 200 was the maximum paid. Tomorrow should be interesting. Okay, 198.36 on GameStop right now. All right. Interesting, very interesting markets here. Yeah. We've got what do we got now? About 11 minutes to go on this show, and we're done for the morning show. We're down 281 on the Dow right now, down 19 on S&P, down 12 on NASDAQ. And watching these stocks go through here to see if these dips are temporary or this is really it. If the Dow is doing a little recovery, will these stocks quickly bounce the other direction? 998 on Sextera. Looks like the high of the day is being hit here. Yeah, 999 was the high. We're right at the level here on 262,000 volume. I wonder how much volume and resistance there is for Sextera at 10. I wonder if there's all that much, really. We'll see what's going on. I don't know. Dude, 1575 on Rocket Lab. High of the day, 1646. 8.15 million on Rocket Lab today. What a day. SoFi, 1580 right now. High of the day, 1613. Volume, 12.1 million shares on the SoFi. Right now, 1580. Rocket Lab, 1581. The race is on between those two guys. Matterport still leading. It's 1644, and it's off $1.50. I mean, Matterport just took off last week. Question is Matterport at 1645 a bargain? It is 24 cents higher than the low of the day, but it looks like the stock doesn't want to go back down to that 1620 level. 1640 seems to be the new low at the moment on Matterport. 825 on ME. We're down right at the low of 822. Smart Rent at 1283, right at the low range of 1280 for the stock on the day. Spire down $1.08 to 1077. Low is 1050, so it is 27 cents higher than the low. 351,000 shares traded, so there's a bit of support that came in on that one. The only one of those three that's had a bit of a buying support. Gamestop looks like it's coming back to 199.16, down 359. Okay. Oh my, we're here watching it. What's gonna happen? I was under the impression that CSP, cash secured puts, are not naked because you have to put up the money to write them. I thought naked puts are when you secure the puts, you write on margin. Could be. Austin, my client, bought 1 million of SoFi at 14 5 days ago. He is up 130,000 5 days. Do I send him 10,000 invoice for finder's fee or what? Uncle Auntie PC, wah. Trish the Dish, I just bought on an ME call option, Jan 23rd, $10 strike for $230. That's out there. Fair again, 10 grand seems modest if you're going to invoice them. It's a modest number. Right on. Rocket Lab 1584, SoFi 1582, GameStop 198.95, down 380. Matterport 1648, ME at 824. That's what we got. We're down 295 on the Dow right now. Not the low of the day, but in that neighborhood, unfortunately. That's where we're at right now. Okay. David says, free thinker, I've had this argument numerous times with Scotia iTrade. They don't do cash secured puts at all. All sold puts are naked no matter what. Ridiculous. That's expensive, Trish. There you go. Yeah, well, some firms work well, some don't. That is where we're at there. Oh, Dan Hammer saying, you remember when all the apes thought GameStop was going to be $1 million a share, $1 million plus a share? I don't hear much from them anymore. Well, reality's setting in. It doesn't, not to say the shares can't go much higher. They can, but will they? That is the question. Anybody who's written and rolled over, if you rolled over your call options on GameStop from last week to next week, the week after, month after, you're doing well. I know some of you were doing rollovers when GameStop was in that 210 to 20 neighborhood. You were doing rollovers, and I was encouraging you to write 240s, 250s, 280s. Some of you wrote 300s. You've done really, really well. Very proud of you. Your contracts are obviously down in value from what you sold them for. That's the whole point of it. And here we are at 199. You've done a good job. Now, do you hang on until the earnings thing is done? You could. You're gambling. The shares will not go much higher. That they might even go lower. So there's a thought there. But you know what? Even if the shares go higher, you can do another forward rollover. So there's all kinds of ways to keep moving this forward. Anyway, very good, very good. Some saying was even 10 million a share where the stock was going to go. CYXT broke through 10. We've got Sextera at 10.04 now, up 83 cents a share. This is the high of the day right now, 10.04. Bringing these shares more, higher than the initial offering of 10, and also helping the warrants that are outstanding. They're rising in value as well as the shares rise in value. So that's fantastic. And let's see, I am green on CYXT. This is unreal. Hey, Brucey, you're looking particularly sexy today after your advice on Friday not to sell one of my Rocket Lab calls. At the risk of repeating myself, how about selling soon? Broke through resistance so easy. Yeah, I wouldn't be selling this stuff right now. The Rocket Lab volume here, 8.7 million, and we're up 219 today. Sure, it could back off a bit and come on again, but this stock seems to have the ability to pop 50 cents to $1 in like 5 minutes. It just has this. But there's earnings coming out tomorrow, so there's more momentum possibly. On the other hand, it might go down after the earnings. It might not. I can't tell you for sure. Here it is right now, 1582, just jumped a couple pennies, up 230, looking really good, really looking good. Second serious question, making a bad habit of asking serious questions now. Oh my, Dan, DM, I'm not looking. It was irrational the first day I heard it, and it's just irrational today. Hey, Uncle Bruce, I'm up 8.9% on original share cost, selling calls, and rolling forward. Nice going. That's nice going. It is a good price, Trish. I missed that for 23. My bad. That's GameStop, of course. Sextera needs to break up 11.15 to beat the time it was an SPAC. Well, it's on its way. Definitely moving in the right direction, isn't it? We gotta love this. Gotta love this. Sextera now, 10.02, up 81 cents. Thank you. Much, 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 much better. Matterport looks like it's going to pop back in a bit. 1656 now. That is, I think, an improvement here on Matterport. The low 1621, 656. So it's 25 cents higher than the low of the day, and looking good. 2.18 million volume here. Right on. Definitely looking good. 23andMe 826, Smart Rent 1280. Okay. Folks, I'm going to call in the morning. I'm going to say thank you for joining me today. Thank you for hanging around. Get a chance, go to my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Check out the lessons you can get your hands on, the options lessons we've done, and learn all about that and take advantage of these markets because there are some opportunities here. Thank you for joining me. We'll be back at 3 this afternoon for our afternoon show, the last hour of trading of the day. And I thank you all for catching up with me this morning and hanging out with yours truly. We're at 1582 on Rocket Lab, up 230 a share. We're up 73 on SoFi, 1588, baby. Yeah, 199.87 on GameStop, down 288. Matterport down 139 now to 1657. It's coming around. ME at 826, Smart Rent 1278, and Spire at 1088 share right now. Thank you for hanging in there. We're down 283 on the Dow. They're not helping us, but maybe that market will turn it around this afternoon, and we'll get some positive momentum everywhere. I'll catch up with you at 3 o'clock today. Thank you, all of you who are here. We'll look forward to having you visit with us for 3 o'clock this afternoon. In the meantime, take care, get richer, and we'll talk to you real soon. Bye for now.